Welcome in, readers. I am Ook, and you are in for a treat tonight. We are doing the Chill Pill, and joining me is the Hall of Famer, the pride of the 619, Packy 619. Pack, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and welcome in.
Thank you for having me. This already got nice chill vibes to it, and I'm I'm all for it.
Yep. Well, I mean, it doesn't get more chill than the captain of Team Chill, and it's all-star
Yes,
player. So, it's you still play on Chill, right?
yes.
Oh man, I'm so still terrified of the glitch that I can't anymore. But
Hmm.
more power to you. Clearly, you're proving that it's not as detrimental as some of us think it is.
Yeah.
So,
When you say the
oh,
when you
go
say the
ahead.
glitch, do you mean like the random double inputs or
Yep.
something like that?
Yes, that is exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
The last thing I need
Okay.
is more inputs.
Yeah.
So, all right. I have asked this of every guest, and I not 100% sure I know the answer to this question for you. So tell tell us the story of how you got started with Dr. Mario.
Well, the first time I played it was pretty much when it came out back in the early '90s, back when I still lived in National City, and I think before fourth grade. But I didn't really start playing Dr. Mario until a little game called NES Remix,
Ah,
and it came in for the Wii U. It came in two parts, and NES Remix 2 also came with the Championship mode. Now, for those of you who remember the old Nintendo World Championships, it was basically a 6 minute 21-second time limit through three games. The original one was Mario 1, Rad Racer, and Tetris. This was basically the same thing, only it was Mario 1, Mario 3, and then Dr. Mario.
all right. So so that got you into just into the game in general. So I'm trying to remember. I'm fairly certain you're one of the first three players to ever get a speed run uh, on SRC for Dr. Mario. Uh, so you've been in the community for like pretty much since its inception.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of the origin was just the fact that, well, in 20 it's a bit of a long story, but like in 2015 the Nintendo World Championships made a return, and they made Ultimate NES Remix Championship mode the qualifying game. That's where I had my day of fate with Vince Clemente, who runs the CTWC. He scored 5 million, I scored 5.4, and he added me on Facebook, but we didn't say anything to each other for a while. But eventually, we met at the 2016 CTWC, and at the after party, we played versus Dr. Mario for the first time. So that's kind of the infancy and origins of what would eventually become the DrMC, which is appropriate because Dr. Mario was created because they wanted to capitalize off the success of Tetris as a quintessential puzzle game. So naturally, the Dr. Mario Championships eventually spawns off the Tetris Championships.
And that's also where you met Bidwell, right?
Yeah, Bidwell was in the finals with me at the Nintendo World Championships in 2015.
Yeah, that's quite a story, and it's hard to believe that was we're pushing 10 years now. It it seems like forever and not very long ago, all at the same time. But
Yeah,
this. So let me think. The first DRMC was it 17 or 16?
it was 17.
Okay, okay. And the side event. I've seen some of the videos, but the early years are not as well documented. Trying to think, the side event was before or after that.
They started including the Dr. Mario side event, I think, in 2018 or 19.
Okay.
It had been a couple of DrMCs before they put it as a side event in Portland.
Hmm.
Yeah, fun fact: Jonas was a ringer in that tournament because my first round opponent did not show up, and they said, "Does anyone want to play Packy?" And then Jonas raised his hand and just walked up and played me.
That's yeah. I had heard bits of that story from Bidwell, and so yeah. Gosh, I think I remember seeing uh, seeing one where like Jonas had come in on commentary, and I mean, at the time nobody knew anything about commentary for Dr. Mario. It was still in its infancy as a competitive game, so it was just it's really interesting listening now. I mean, even listening to early DMM stuff, it's like wow, we really didn't know what we were doing. Players, commentators, everything. It was we were really learning, and to see where
Well,
things
yeah,
have gone since then. I mean, it's great, but it's crazy.
yeah. I believe what happened with the 2017 DRMC was I think at some point Chris had lost the audio, but he still had the video.
Hmm.
So he had Heather and Jonas commentate over it retroactively a few years later.
Oh wow. Okay. Maybe that's what I saw. I don't actually know. But like I said, it's so much of the early stuff. It's just you're grabbing bits and pieces. It's not quite like it is now, where we've got the full run of everything. We don't even have. I think the first month of the Dr. Mario Monthly. I don't
Mm.
believe that all of it is available, but man, so you've been to every DRMC finals?
Not all of them. I lost in the semifinals in 2019 to Michael G. I think it was.
I mean, but
He
you've been
snuck a
to the
couple of top
actual
outs on.
you've been to the actual
Oh, at
the actual tournaments is what I was asking.
oh, okay. Yeah, I've been to every tournament.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I was as opposed to the regionals was what I meant. But yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay.
Talk about the history of it.
Okay. Well, the first year, I mean, obviously the community really hadn't been built up yet, but we found some people who were interested in Dr. Mario. We had a lot more walk-ups who would show up and crush a qualifying pool and get high seeds. I remember I remember some people like Rosemary, who might have been 2018, who was the one seed that year, and that was the and 2018 was the first year we had the Colorado Trio, the headliner of which was DM Hero.
Oh, okay.
He basically had a bunch of friends in his office, and they all played Dr. Mario together, and they heard about this tournament and they wanted to play, and I practiced against them, and they were really tough in
Wow.
practice, like really tough.
The first neighborhood where neighborhood good actually means something.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the first year, 2017, Steve S, I think S was his last initial, but Steve S, who's been around since the beginning,
Okay.
also he was around for the first one,
Wow.
and obviously there was Vince and I in the finals, which is just a perfect capstone to our little rivalry.
Okay, so you took the
Uh,
first one.
I took the first one, and I took the second one, and then the third one in 2019, Michael G snuck up on me, took the first two games of the series of the set because he snuck a couple of top outs on me. I made a couple of risky moves and it backfired on me. I
Mhm.
almost came all the way back. I had like one virus left in game 5, but it was buried and he was free and clear. So he ended up in the finals against Heather,
Right.
and Heather got the sweep and became our lone, our to this day, our lone female versus champion.
Right, right,
2020 was pandemic year,
right.
obviously, so we did it all online. I was actually having problems with my computer at the time, so I had to bring my stuff over to my friend Mike's house, who's currently my roommate. At the time, he lived with his sister, and I couldn't really get an ideal setup going. So you end up seeing the back of my head while I'm playing. That was
First
the
of many
first.
times.
Yeah, yeah. I lost in the semifinals that year as well to Snipe.
Well, if you're going to lose to somebody,
Yeah,
I mean, of course,
Snipe won it all. He was really good,
right?
and he is really good, and
Hmm.
he's gonna be really good for a while.
He's hit his
He,
stride.
he's probably the favorite to win the next one. But that was also the year that they decided to make it a best of seven, which was honestly odd to me because obviously Dr. Mario lends itself to the idea of best of five.
Right.
But we did best of seven that year, and he got me 4-3.
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't. I've not actually
Oh,
watched the matches from 2020, so I didn't realize that the format had been altered for that one. It's an interesting take, but anyway, go on.
another important factor of that though was we had to use the Switch because we
Ugh.
really had no other way of
Yeah,
playing online.
that I knew.
We didn't have Fightcade then. So it threw off a lot of people. My first round opponent was Heather.
Oh,
That was honestly really interesting. I honestly destroyed her, but to be fair, she was not used to the Switch lag and all that stuff. So and we couldn't really play on high speed, so that
yeah.
kind of threw things off a little bit.
Quick shout out to Heather and Jonas. Jonas, we miss
Yeah,
you, and Heather, we miss you as well, and hope you're still
yeah,
finding your way. Would love to see her back in a tournament at any point, but understand,
yeah,
it can be rough, but definitely.
yeah,
I don't say this often enough. I think without Jonas, we don't have what we do. I know I certainly wouldn't have started streaming without him. So always want to, when we talk about him,
yeah,
I always want to mention that, and shout out to the other Hall of Famer.
yeah. Jonas is just an awesome human being. Chris and I have visited him at his house in the LA area, and we hung out for so long. We did a whole bunch of streaming of Dr. Mario, and I really appreciated that because like everyone talks about how much of an impact Jonas has had on the Tetris community, and that's obviously undeniable. He's pretty much the goat
Right.
as far as being an awesome human being and being an awesome Tetris player. And not as many people know how big of an impact he has had on the Dr. Mario community as well. He's really given a lot to us, and I appreciate everything that he's done.
Yeah. And given the number of us from the early years who were just basically failed Tetris players, that would be me. I really Jonas versus Joseph was my first taste of what CTWC was, and I was just like, oh, 300,000 points get you in the top 32. I could do that. I didn't realize that retro gaming competitions were a thing, and if it weren't for how good a player he is, how great of a sport he was that day, and just how amazing the community was at the time, I wouldn't have gotten into what I'm doing. And like I said, I wouldn't be streaming right now. So yeah, just me. It's indirectly. I hung out in Jonas's stream like twice. He and Heather have no idea who I am, and that's fine. But the point is, it's. I mean, players like you who got a chance to really hang out with them and be a part of their lives, you guys, they directly impacted the community, but even the indirect impact of players like me, it's amazing. You're right. The DrMC would not be where it is today if it weren't for Jonas and for Heather. Okay, that's my sidebar
Yeah,
done. Go ahead.
and yeah, I mean, everything you said is absolutely spot on. And Heather has been an awesome Dr. Mario player herself. And there was a point where Heather had the 0 to 10 world record,
Yeah.
and that was back when the world record was 12:42, as I recall.
Yeah, I think she's still the person
Just
right above me on the on the speed run boards.
oh wow,
Yeah, it's there's
yeah,
like 20 people ahead of her right now.
yeah. Times have changed, but it's just a testament to all the attention they draw to the community, to the game, and everybody's just pushing themselves to get better and better.
Hmm.
2021 was when we were in the indoor soccer arena for the DrMC. That was my third championship, and that was also when I met Laura for the first time.
Sweet.
Yeah, so
I
so
got
that was a pretty special time as well. I mean, it's special enough just being able to come back from the pandemic and start
right.
having these events again, and it was just an amazing weekend and one that I won't forget.
I hate that I missed that. I got badgered so hard about not being at that one, but I watched it
Oh,
from
dang.
afar. Yeah, it seemed like it was a really really good year for it.
Yeah, I as far as the tournament itself, I remember facing Crimson in the quarterfinals.
Hmm.
Oh, I remember facing Doc in the match before that. That was probably my toughest match of the whole tournament.
I
Was me and Doc playing against each other off camera.
Yeah, I remember seeing the video of it from Scout's video, and you
Yeah,
said this man is the the toughest
this guy
opponent
is
I've had.
good.
Yep. Whew, I've played him
As
since then.
I said Doc without any hesitation whatsoever.
Yeah, he's a tough opponent. I got I drew him in a group in 23, and it was just like, oh crap, I've got to play Doc. So yeah, he's a tough opponent.
Yeah, Doc is never going to panic. He's always really calm, and
Hmm.
he's a more methodical player, but he knows exactly what he needs to do, and so he's a really smart player as well. So you have to be efficient, and when you end up in one of those long drag out 10-minute matches, you just got to hang in there and just keep your cool and keep your focus.
Now you played Ibar and Influx that year, right?
Yes, Influx in the semis and Ibar in the final.
And I don't think anybody realized at the time what a feather in your cap taking down Influx would turn out to have been.
Yeah, I remember Influx was adopting his umbrella strategy there,
Yeah,
and
yeah, we all remember
I
that.
actually feel I actually feel kind of bad because I looked over and I asked him, "Is your controller cool?" And
Yeah,
he's like, "Yes." I was like, "Okay." It's like, dude, don't sweat. It's like, oh, that's interesting. He's trying something new,
hmm,
seeing if it helps him out because everybody knows I'm an extremely aggressive player in
yes,
anything really, but
yeah.
he
You're.
wasn't that far. You know,
I was just gonna say you're one of those
go ahead.
players in speed or in verses, and it's really hard for somebody to be this way in both. But in speed or in verses, getting any crowns against you is it's something to be looked for. And there's not a lot of players that haven't taken losses from from a lot of folks, and it's I'm not saying it the way I'm trying to say it, but taking a crown against you is still like taking a crown against Adelito or against Frank. The people who do it, they're just like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? So
Yeah,
it's and that's
and
in verses
and
or in speed.
Yeah, and honestly, that's part of the whole thrill of this whole thing. Because if I won every year, it would get kind of boring.
Yeah.
But what and I'm not going to win forever. That's just not going to happen. Father Time is undefeated. That's how it
Yeah.
is. So eventually, someone's going to take one from me in a huge upset, and they're going to feel the biggest thrill in the world for it. And I might feel rotten for losing, but you know what? But I love that in my loss, someone else gets that thrill
Right.
because just from a purely competitive standpoint, that's like the most awesome feeling in the world. And you know what? If you get that feeling and you beat me, good for you, man. Put that feather in your cap and show it off. Because at the end of the day, they wouldn't feel that way if they didn't think I was a special player. So
Yeah.
it's honestly a compliment.
Definitely true. Definitely true. So 21, you took your third championship and kind of cemented yourself as the person that you don't want to bet against. Uh, I know if I
Yeah.
keep telling myself that if I ever got interviewed about it, at the beginning of every tournament, like, well, who do you think's going to win? I'm like, well, there's Swung, there's Snipe, there's Packy. Those are the three people that I would never count out. And it's players are the best until they get beaten, and then sometimes they're still the best. But we can go on to 22. So that was my first tournament. So we're getting to years I actually remember.
Yeah. 2022 for me was the most wild tournament. I had the craziest ride through that tournament that of any tournament I've been in. I had Leviticus in round one,
So,
and he was within one row of eliminating me in round one.
I mean, that's just not
Like
fair.
one garbage drop would have ended it. And I somehow managed to work my way around and underneath and lower my middle stack, and I came back from 2-1.
Mm.
Then Ibar in the quarterfinals. I think he took the first game, and then either game two or three, he had like a 12 virus lead on me, and I made it up like right at the end. And then the reverse sweep against Dimwit in the semifinals was just insanity.
Yeah.
And I remember Nudnik. He handed me 20 shekels after I beat Dimwit because he said he had 20 shekels on Dimwit, and he just handed it to me while I walked off stage.
Oh man, that's that's crazy. You still
Fun
have them?
fact: 2 years later, we played each other and wagered 20 shekels on the match, and I beat him again.
So where'd you get? Does he still owe you 20 shekels then?
No, I got 40 shekels in my wallet right now.
Where did he? Oh no, Nudnik. You bet Nudnik. I
Yeah.
thought you bet Dimwit, and I was like, well, where did Dimwit get 20 shekels?
Okay, he said 20 shekels on Dimwit in 2022, and then he
Okay,
knew in 2024 that I still had the 20 shekels,
gotcha.
and so we made a wager and we played ourselves in versus, and I beat him 3-2, so he gave me 20 more shekels.
Well, don't spend it all
So
in
he
one
says now I
place.
can afford a good sandwich in Israel.
Oh man, that's great. And here I'm realizing that I didn't go to 22. That was the year that I got badgered for not going. Anyway, go on.
2022 was the rise of Swang.
Yeah.
I I really had him on the ropes, but he came back on me and just straight up schooled me in game five. It was kind of ceremonial because I was kind of goalposted on game five and I couldn't do much. But if you're gonna lose, lose with style. And I just kept trying to make moves everywhere and all this stuff. But he got me that year and he earned it.
Yeah, Swung's got a method to him that it's so hard to call his matches because you never know what it is he's got cooking. If you're not paying 100% attention 100% of the time, and even if you are, sometimes you're just like, what am I even looking at? And then he'll drop a combo and you're like, oh, okay, that's what it was. I I can't
Yeah, like
see it most
I
of the
see,
time.
yeah, I see some of his setups when he's playing speed run, and it's interesting the way he sets some stuff up, like his tees, like
Hmm.
stuff you would ordinarily think would require, like, say, a double solid color. He'll find a way to tuck a piece there, and it's like, oh, you only need a single now. Like, okay, it's like, how do I? That's one thing about his game that I actually find it hard to incorporate into my own. So he's a really smart player.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely got that out of last month or last week when we were discussing his first two rounds. It was just like, oh, this is what you're doing, and that's oh, okay, okay. I still, even after spending 3 hours talking pills with him, I'm not 100% sure what he's going to do next, which is great. That's the way I
Yeah,
like it being.
yeah. 2023 was Swang's second straight title. That
Hmm.
one, I was the second seed that year, and I ended up in what was pretty much the group of death. There was like Ibar was in my group, Betty was in my group, Snipe was in my group. And when I say group, I don't mean like qualifying group. I mean like
Yeah,
my part of the bracket.
right, right, right.
I ended up running into Snipe in the round of 16, and he got me 3-2.
Gotcha.
It was at least a really good match. So there was that. One day I'll find a way to beat that guy.
Yeah, that year we saw Panban Richard just become a legend, and
Oh
I hate
yeah,
that he missed last year. I feel like any finals that doesn't any by final any main tournament, a final DrMC tournament that doesn't have him in it loses just a tiny bit of credibility because of the abilities that he's got. He's just one of those players that I want to see more of because I haven't seen him play enough.
yeah. I was really enjoying watching him play, and I couldn't lie. I was definitely rooting for DM Hero at some points because I've seen that guy in so many tournaments, and I'd really love to see him win one.
Yeah,
Just the competition's getting tougher and tougher every year.
yeah, that it is. Um, and of course, DM Hero hasn't been in speed in a while either. So, but as you know, there's coming a day, or he's just going to keep having
Yeah,
fun. He keeps coming back, so he must be enjoying something.
yeah. I'm glad he does come back.
Yep.
Good dude. And 2024, that was Snipe almost had a perfect run through the bracket. He only had like one crown taken off him, and I think it was in like the round of 16. I don't even remember the name of the player, but
Oh
she
gosh,
got like one crown off him, and nobody else got a crown off of him.
that was. Oh, was it Jess? Okay, so
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
that doesn't surprise me. Jess is a very dangerous player. She's not going to make it this weekend. I did ask, but that's where I first met her. Was in Louisville, 2 years
Oh, nice.
ago, and yeah, she's another one to watch out for.
Hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much the extent of my memory on the DrMC that's been running now for
Pushing a decade,
8, 9 years. I'll say
man.
8
Yeah,
because mass.
yeah. No, I think this will be the eighth year, or no, this will be the ninth year. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If it started in 17, this will be the ninth year. So, wow. And then, of course, you've been in the speed game since the very beginning. May of 2020, you were the top seed in the first tournament. I'm having to pull this one from memory.
Yep.
And you've got 3 crowns in your belt from the monthly tournaments as well. Took second place in the 2020 finals.
Yes.
And, it's I think it's not any secret that it's been tougher, with the way the competition has risen and how we've seen players like Frank and then Adelito come in and just storm the field, taking these massive
Yeah.
20 and 30 game win streaks. Um, you're one of the players who has managed to stick it out, but it's been tougher going the last couple of years, and I'm not the only one who found myself going from cheering for the other underdogs to going, let's get Packy in the finals. Let's get Packy back in the finals. We want to see Packy in the finals. I want to see him win one. So uh,
Yeah.
I know you
I
didn't,
do appreciate that.
but I mean, it just doesn't seem right if you don't make the finals sometimes. And then, of course, you got one last year. You got one runner up last year, and
Yeah.
then of course taking it again in February. I was glad for two reasons. One, because like I said, I've been cheering you on, but two, because it means that we finally get to do this after a couple of months.
Yeah.
It feels weird doing a Dr. Mario show and not having you on until this late in, but I'm glad we've got this tournament to talk about.
Mhm.
Um, Anything else you want to talk about before we start talking pills?
Uh, Nothing comes to mind.
Great. So let's set up the tournament. You were the 2 seed this month. Who was the 1 seed? I don't even remember.
Uh-huh.
Was it Savage?
Yeah. Yeah, Savage was the
Okay.
1 seed.
Okay.
And it always feels kind of weird being the 2 seed because I know I'm going to be the last player playing.
Mm-hmm.
And now, because I'm playing my first match on Friday, I'm going to be the very last match on Saturday.
Right.
Yeah, so I got to wait a while, you
And
know?
do you tell me about your warm up routine? That's something I like to ask about. Do you play the level block? Do you play like 20? What do you do to get yourself warmed up and ready?
I mean, when I practice on tournament day, it's usually the level block I'm about to play.
Gotcha.
And I feel like sometimes I might have a tendency to over practice
Mm,
because oftentimes it just feels like I'll knock out some good times, and then when my match comes around, then all of a sudden RNG is horrible, and all of a sudden
yeah.
my time is terrible.
When I'm doing my practices, I tend to call those call that moment the diminishing returns. It's when I realize that I've
Yeah,
peaked for the day, and yeah, you hate to get, excuse me, you hate to get into competition moments, and that that being the moment when it hits. So,
yeah.
all right, so you get your seed. Did you remember what your
Mhm.
qualifier was, or I'm sure it was an 18.
Yeah, I think I barely got into 18 in my qual because I distinctly remember that qual going bad early
Mm.
and just trying to make up as much ground as I could in the later levels.
What's your
And
baseline for a requal? I know you don't tend to requal, but what would it take?
uh, if I'm like mid, possibly late 17, then I'll probably requal.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm with the chat saying, "Hey, oh my gosh, you make 18 and it's still a bad requal or bad qual." I thought mine for March might have made it, and then it was a mid 17. I'm like, that's fine. My requal was fine. Of course, you're the
Yeah.
person who is the reason we have requals. The September
Yes,
tournament.
because sometimes it's hard for me to keep my cool, and I reset in the middle of my qual foolishly, and I ended up
It was like a 12,
pretty
I
much in the
think.
bottom seat of that bracket because
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, I've seen that bracket and I'm just like, oh my. So, yeah, that's something probably a lot of players who came in later don't know is that from May to September there was no requal. It was a one-time thing. But yeah, October, when the month that Savage and Floyd and I joined, was the first month of requals, and I've been regretting it ever since because I tend to completely botch my requals.
Oh no.
Yeah, well,
Can't
it
have
is what it
that.
is. All right,
Mhm.
so you're the 2 seed, and you find out your fiance is the number 15.
Yeah. I
Uh,
remember we had quite a few people drop that month, so
yeah,
that's how it worked out.
and you guys decided to go ahead and play on Friday, Valentine's Day. You were the one match. I,
Yeah.
I mean, you guys play a lot now, right?
Yeah, when we can. I mean, when I go up there, we definitely play.
Gotcha.
And she is a pretty good versus player, and she really wants to take one series from me, and I really do believe that one day she's going to do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That that was my dad with ping pong when I was growing up, and the last game we ever played, I beat him, and I said, "All right, I'm done."
I'm retiring.
Yep. But yeah, I remember.
I've peaked.
I remember back in Columbus this year, we'd set up the N64, and that was like all you two did. You guys were just glued to that N64 for hours. We were all kind of cheering Larva on to keep you occupied so that you would get stuck in N64 brain. It didn't work out for Savage, but this is she she has no qualms about taking whatever advantage she can.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're as I had mentioned while we were talking before we came online. This month's videos, Dave has us starting right at the beginning of the matches. So we've had 45 minutes just about to look at this board, and you've got a double yellow coming down. First off, I hate this board for you. It is
Hmm.
gross and it is not cool, and I don't like it. But I
Yeah.
can't imagine you putting this double yellow anywhere but 6.
Yeah, I can't either. Honestly, when I see a double yellow, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it'll hand me a yellow blue in the near future, and I can set up a horizontal clear there because I definitely need some blue help to get these horizontal clears immediately.
So do you think a yellow blue goes on to 8, goes tucked under, or just put it on top and don't worry about the fact that these blues are horizontal?
If a blue yellow follows from this, I will put it vertical on column 6, because then
There you go. Okay,
anything
that's
with a
right.
blue on it, I can use.
The obvious thing, not the stuff that I would think of. The obvious one that would make the most sense. Yeah. So all right, let's go ahead and hit play and see where we go. So double yellow is going to come down. Yellow red. Do you tuck it? Do you lay it on top?
I'll tuck it.
Okay.
I can tuck it, or I can lay it on top of column 5, but that one's a little more drop time.
I mean,
Maybe tuck it at 3 and 4.
you're not particularly known for your tuck plays. Do you think this is something you've been developing some, or is it just use it when you need it and don't worry too much? Because I mean, we all know Packy equals drop, drop, drop.
Honestly, I'm kind of slanted towards tuck plays because I
Yes.
just want to be able to use every pill that I'm given. That's how I tend to work things out. So I get the feeling I'm going to tuck on 3 and 4,
Cool. Let's see it.
or yeah, 3 and 4.
Oh, on top. Okay, that makes sense. And now
Okay,
you're
on top.
prepping for. Okay, there's the blue, and yeah,
Okay,
I
there's the drop combo.
I agree with dropping that combo where it lands.
Hmm.
Now this red yellow. Go ahead.
Okay, my thought here is, okay, I'm set up to horizontally clear these two blue guys, but waiting for a double blue is a horrible idea.
Right.
So what I should probably do here is work on clearing the yellow in column 4.
Uh
Then
huh.
I can build up a row off of the two red viruses, and then I can set up the horizontal without needing the double blue.
Sounds Sounds good. And yeah, it's definitely a trap that we tend to get into. I in particular know that that's one that has caught me a few times, because then you're stuck. That one red pill half, and then you make like 14 pieces of garbage trying to use one more efficiently. So yeah,
Hmm.
I agree that that's the smarter play, and I like that tuck play there on that yellow blue.
Yeah, looks like I'm setting up a potential T, but I don't need the T
Right.
on the bottom of the board. I can, if I just keep getting a bunch of blue yellows, I can just keep throwing them down there.
Yeah, yeah, that makes the most sense, and I agree. That's what you look like you're doing. And I mean, that's
Oh,
just a smart play in general, and it keeps your fiance happy because if a T shows up, she gets excited.
yes,
That's my
exactly.
big takeaway from my conversation with her. It's it's all about
Yeah.
the T.
Hmm.
All right, on top there's there's blue yellow like you planned for. So a blue red, I'm assuming, is going into 2-3.
Yeah, I would assume that. Though at the same time, I kind of realize what's happening. If I end up getting a yellow red
Mm-hmm.
and after this, and then I vertical clear on column four, then once again I'm in a situation where I need a double blue to get that horizontal.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't necessarily realize that while I was playing. I'm just kind of going with the flow.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely. But those
yeah,
those instincts.
the ideal situation would have been to get that red yellow and get that double clear and then just get a red so that I could set up for the blue horizontal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see what Packy of the Time does. Yep, makes that play. I like that tuck in. And
Okay.
so,
Yeah, yeah, it's some drop time, but it still leaves me with a good chance to set up the horizontal.
and with this yellow blue coming up next, I mean, that gives you the opportunity to lay that vertically in 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm probably put that in 2-3.
Oh, into 2-3. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I do like that because it addresses the garbage in 2, because it becomes garbage if you take those blues horizontally.
Yeah, I mean there are two efficient ways to take out those blues in 1 and 2. I mean we can do a horizontal, sure, or we could just do a vertical. Either way, we're going to get a double clear out of it.
And I feel like you've noticed by this point that it's blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. So once
Yeah.
you figure out 2 and 3, then it's 1 and 2 with the blue yellows, and you still got uses for it. So yeah, I
Yes.
like that thought process. Oh, and the double yellow. I mean, that's just nice. But yeah, there's another blue yellow, and now finally we've got the yellow red. So this is, I
Okay.
think, when the decision has to be made. Are you going to go for these blue horizontally?
Yes.
Eh,
I feel like this is the perfect time to do it. I see a red blue in the next box. I know I can just put this one in 4-5, and then I can set up the horizontal drop combo in column four with the next pill. So all I need from there is one more blue. Though
Right.
at the same time, I realize there's a lot of red on my board.
Yeah, and we all know how much you love red.
I actually, I always call this Dr. Mario's double red fury
Mm-hmm.
because it's usually blue that I'm lacking, not red. But here we are.
Yeah. All right. So there that goes. Laid down vertically, and now you're facing a red yellow. It looks like you're about to put it onto 6-7, I would assume, and hoping to kind of
Either six,
underclear.
it's either going to be on 6-7 or 7-8. I mean, I feel like 6-7 is the play here because I have a double clear down low that I can get to. But the thing is, if I start playing further down the board in columns 7 and 8, it's an all red top line.
Right.
So this yellow is a problem.
Yeah. Do you think there's any part? What do you think of the idea of putting it vertically red down in 8? Not this isn't something. This is one of those whole. Let's talk about weird ideas and would it be efficient? If red yellows come up, then you've got the reds in 7. You've got a yellow on your top line now that you didn't before.
Yes, that is honestly a very good idea, and I do like it.
I, I don't know if I like it or not, but that's one of those things I'm like, huh, would it work?
I,
But
I like it because it accommodates red yellows where otherwise I would not be able to.
yeah, I mean, to this point, it has not
I
been
mean,
a heavy red yellow board or pill set.
mhm.
But yeah, it would be interesting to see if that would work. I'm assuming that's not what you're about to do here, and it's certainly not something I would think to do live. But these mental experiments, I'm hoping, will help my game as well.
Yeah. John Appleton knows what's up.
Oh yeah, he knows. All right, so
Okay, so
oh
what's happening is, yes, you see the fat log is available there, but one of those lines is just no viruses.
right.
I think I was just going for efficiency here. I think I'm going vertical on column 7 and setting up the drop combo.
And do you think the double blue goes on top of it, or are you going to go ahead and set it off now?
Uh, I get the feeling I'm going to be greedy here and go for the full combo on
Yeah,
column 7.
that's what I'm hoping for, especially if there's a blue in the next box. That's what I was hoping you were going to say. I was like, that's it's right there. That's
Yeah.
that sort of play is very much in the Adelito playbook. And I
Yes.
have been focusing on trying to see things like that, seeing multiple pills down the board. Um, I knew it was something he was good at. I didn't realize how much he depended on it until I had a good long conversation with him. And now I'm just like, oh, okay, I need to be looking for this everywhere. So yeah,
Yeah. The only thing is, if I put that double blue vertical in column 7, then what I will need for column 5 is a blue combined with a color that's not red, because then it's going to
right.
compromise column 7.
Yeah. I,
But of course, I'm greedy, so
yeah,
I'm probably not going
and
to do that.
it's been a heavy blue yellow board. I think you go for it and I think you get it. But like you said, and honestly, your column 6 is going to become real concerning at that point
Mhm.
because it's a full stoplight with a red underneath. I mean, it's not the
Yeah.
worst thing, and it's a good place to have it. I'd rather have it on 6 than on 8, but still,
Yeah.
whew, it's a lot of red. All
Or
right,
one for that matter.
let's watch you be greedy.
All right.
Oh, nope, you didn't go
Oh.
for it.
I think at that point, I wanted to concede that I would probably have to clear that red virus horizontally
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom of column 8, but that's a little difficult because I already have some blue garbage on the bottom of column 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing that. But you don't really have a lot to do with blue until you get down to that 1 in 6. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens because you do have that one piece of red garbage. If you can underclear, then it's going to be a safe. You'll be able to get it out of there. So maybe you'll get some double blues. Get
Yeah.
yourself a fat log.
Yeah.
So there goes the combo.
And,
Oh, speaking of fat logs.
uh, I was probably thinking about it, but looking at the setup, it just looked a little too complicated for me. So I just decided not to.
Agreed. You've got way too
But
much.
like I've already got a cluster of garbage to worry about in column 8,
Mhm.
so I do not need to complicate matters any further.
Yeah. And that yellow pill half in 6 is looking real dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even see a nice way. I mean, I guess you get a double yellow and can drop it down, but then you're going to compromise the blue. It's, ugh. It's a tough end game. It's a really tough end game to get through.
Yeah, look at Laura's end game. It's a way cleaner end game than mine there.
Yes, it is. And I can see a T coming. She's going to put
Yes.
that red
So
yellow vertically on 5 and hope for the T. That's going to drop down, and all she's going to have left is two reds to deal with. Lucky for her.
yep.
That looks great. Not just lucky. She played it well.
Yes.
All right. So, you do get the double yellow. And you start setting up for the horizontal. I like that. There's the vertical. And now it's just a matter of figuring out. Yep, and she just said in chat, there's the T. Okay, yep, you're going to get... No, you're not going to get the fat log because it's just not there to get. You end up having to take it vertically. Yeah, this is a tough.
I didn't like that clear that I had just made in column 7 because it still makes the red virus pretty inaccessible, but I pretty much just live with it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's still...
That's a tale of two endings right there.
Yeah. And you're still out at 140 and change. I mean, that's not what you're after, but it's workable. It's not a 2-minute,
Right.
kiss of death.
Not a 2-minute nightmare 6.
Mm-hmm. We've all had them.
It's not level 8.
Yeah. Tell me about it. All right. First pill. And again, there's just really only one option. That 1-2 is all you got. Oof, dude. This was not a good... This was not fun.
I mean, I can see a lot of potential double clears, but
you need a lot of double blues.
It takes some workarounds to get there.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see you get a couple of double blues for those pairs in 6 and 7. But
yeah, then I can potentially vertical clear the yellow in column 4 and open up the double clear in column 3.
Yeah. I mean, it's there, but this is a real strategery sort of level, and the board is already telling the pill set's already telling you, no, you're gonna have to make some singles here. So, yeah. All right, on to 1-2, a blue yellow. Are you one to prioritize 2-3, 3-4, or 7-8?
Probably not 2-3.
Okay.
I'm thinking 7-8 or potentially a tuck in 6-7.
Okay, I could see that. I mean, either way, you're preserving the same top line. Yeah, I can see 6-7. Then you've got the horizontal still open, the vertical. You can't really make a T with those, but you definitely could do something. Okay.
Yeah.
And you go 2-3.
Of course.
Nobody has escaped that yet, saying, no, I don't think this is what I do. And then that's exactly what they do. I made Leviticus kind of, I think I might have messed with his brain a little bit, because he was constantly doing that, going, hey, I don't think this is what I'll do. And then that's exactly what he does. And he's like, I need to rethink everything. Poor Lev.
At the same time, I just might be kind of focused on my left side because it feels a little bit more virus heavy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get stuck in a corner in the end game.
And I mean, it gives you one, once you get another blue with literally anything else, unless it's a double blue, because then you're going to use it horizontally on, or into 6-7. But any other blue, and then you suddenly have a use for yellow red, which right now the only use you've got for yellow red is stacking it on 4-5.
Yes.
But yeah, let's.
Exactly.
I forgot what the next pill was already. Oh, it's a yellow red.
No, the yellow red, and there's another one coming.
Yep. So I mean, this is going stacked, right? Yeah. And there's another one.
Yeah.
And yeah,
another one.
So I like where you're going to put
Looks
this.
Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind it either because if I end up getting a little more yellow help, I can drop it into column 3, and then I can take the horizontal from two sides.
And of course, I mean, you're getting a double yellow following this. So, yeah, you've got that. And the only other real place you could put a double yellow is onto 7. And that just doesn't help your board at all because then you run the risk
Yeah.
of making your entire right hand side blue. And that's just gross.
Yeah.
Literally all
So
of
I mean,
6, 7,
I'm
and
not
8. Ooh.
I'm not getting much blue help here in the first place. So
Mm-mm. All right, so there's that. You're going to go vertically on 3. And yeah.
go
Oh, and
ahead and
there's the
take
double
the.
blue.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. The double blue is stood up in the middle. Again, I'm
I
wondering
think
what
it's
you.
going over.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking column 8.
You're going to go 8? Okay. Because you've got
Yeah.
8. You've also got a tougher play into 7. I don't think this is the right time for it, but that's the only other place I could see because you really don't want to set them up in 6, I think. Because then, what are you going to do with yellow
No.
blues
But
later?
see, I see two potential double clears in column 6, but the one on the bottom is more efficient.
Agreed.
So I am
Agreed.
getting the feeling I'm going to be clearing that top virus in column 6 by its lonesome.
Of course, if that's a good point. If you put this on top of 6 right now, you prevent that from becoming a high late virus. It
Yes,
costs you
this is
three
true.
three drop time. No, 2. It costs you a half second of drop time, but then you become super
Yeah.
dependent on double blues on that right hand side. Eh,
Yeah, this is true. The thing is, say for a moment, like I have a blue yellow in the chamber. Let's say for if I use if I put this on column 6
mm-hmm.
and then I used a yellow blue to clear out columns 6 and 7. Now I need a whole lot of blue to deal with the right hand side of my
Right,
board.
right. Which is
If I get yellow blues, I'm gonna throw them to the right and clear out column 8 because what that's gonna do is it's gonna give me some yellow fragments to work with after I get the in between clears on the blues, and those are
mm.
going to drop down and line up with the yellows in column at the bottom of 4 and 5.
And you do say that the uh, the bottom double is more efficient on 6, but I do see that if you put this double blue tucked into the top half of 6 and then put, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, you put the yellow blue in on top to finish the combo, then it's more drop time, but again, you're not leaving that one dangly blue at the top. For some
Yeah.
reason that blue bothers me. I think because of the drop time potential.
Yes. That makes perfect sense. I just get the feeling I'm going to attack column 8 with this.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's first instinct,
Yeah.
but that's why we do these in-depth analyses to say, oh, what would be the best play? we gotta pretend we're
Right.
dimwit at some point.
Yeah. Really.
I
Hmm.
was in the shower this morning thinking I might have to grab him and see if he would be willing to do one of these for the 2020 finals, just to talk about the difference in the game then versus now. I think that would be fascinating. But
Yeah.
all right, let's see you attack 8. There it goes. There's the blue yellow where we'd assume it would, and oh, okay. So you go horizontal in. Huh.
Okay. I see what I'm doing here. See, I think this blue yellow is going to go in a column 8. I'm going to
Right.
set up the horizontal on the bottom, and
Right.
then I'll be able to get the horizontal clear above it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got a double blue in the chamber though. I know exactly where I'm putting that.
It's going on a 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say it's really inefficient if you put it anywhere else. I hope you're putting it on 6. All right. So
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, there it goes. And there's the next yellow blue. Oh,
Oh, I'm setting up a
interesting.
combo. I'm trying to get style points over here.
Yeah, well, I mean, and then you've got the double blue that's coming down. Double yellow in tucked into three, or are you going to start working the horizontal at the bottom of your board?
I feel like column 3 is the better play here,
I,
or potentially even lay it down horizontally across 3 and 4 in case I have a blue yellow in the chamber.
interesting.
I'm probably checking the next pill to see what it is.
But that blue yellow, man, that's a tough tuck. I hope there's a blue yellow. I want to see you make the tuck. I know you can. It's just okay. Now it's a double blue.
Okay, it's double
So
blue, so it's pretty clear where that's going.
yeah, and
And
then you're
then
gonna
just
okay.
bracket clear it.
So interesting choice. Taking the red blue there instead of vertically in one. I certainly
Okay.
don't think it's a bad choice.
I see what you're saying.
I find it interesting. Is all I am saying.
I found it slightly interesting that I didn't tuck it into 2 and 3
That's another place that I
just to
saw
match them
for
both.
it, but it wasn't like the
Maybe
initial. Hey, let's go with this
I think I'm just trying to get. I'm kind of focused on the in between clear on
hmm
column 3 at that point.
for the yellow or for the reds.
Yes,
Nice. That's greedy too. I like it. And I
I
mean,
also
you've
might be waiting for a yellow so I can tuck it underneath in column 5 at this point.
yeah, yeah. I mean, any yellow would be well. I mean, yellow blue would probably be better, but because yellow
But
red,
if I see yellow blue, I'm probably just throwing it to the left. If I
right?
see red yellow, then I'll think about the horizontal.
You could even tuck a red yellow
But
in under 4 5, and then it doesn't matter what red
oh
you
yeah,
get.
yeah,
Okay, interesting. Let's see what happens. You're gonna get a yellow red, the
okay,
double
yeah.
blue.
I
Okay, you're
did
gonna
decide.
bracket.
Yeah, 'cause I saw the left hand side of my board just has viruses everywhere, and I just want to get rid of everything
Yeah,
as quickly as possible.
yeah, and it's the pills are coming out right for you at this point. Finally, after what's
Yeah.
been a horrendous board. Oh,
Ooh,
oh, that was
I
scary.
nearly missed that.
Yeah, but man, that end game that was chef's kiss. That was really nice. Just want I want to throw that out there. And you're always the person I tell people to watch to plan their end games because that's something I learned from you is just between hearing you talk about it and watching you play. I think you've probably got some of the cleanest end games in the community because of the way you think about them 2 3 pills in advance before you get down there. And I like that method of thinking, and it's improved my game. I know, and I doubt I'm the only one. All right, 2 3.
Yeah, 2 3 seems like the play. It's either going to be that or they'll tuck into 1 2, but 2 3 is the quicker play.
Yeah, and even I who tuck like way more than I should. Even I'm not thinking about tucking into 2 3, but it is an option. But it only saves you a half
Yeah.
second, and it would probably cost that in trying to get it maneuvered properly.
Here's the thing though, like now when this is slowed down and I can think about this, I might entertain the thought of a tuck into 4 5
Mm-hmm.
because I see 2 double horizontal clears potentially on this
Yep.
board, and I need to get through that red virus in column 4 to get there.
Yeah. That's a good thought, especially if the next pill is something that's going to be helpful for that. A double red in particular, but
Yeah.
beggars, dreams and beggars and all that. We would be fools to
Right.
expect a double red when we need one. But
Yeah.
yeah, I could see that. And then the next red blue goes on top of the yellows. And I mean, you just got options.
Mm. Yep.
Oh, in fact, yeah, the next red blue could go vertically into 6 on top of those yellows so that you get the red at the bottom, the blue to start clearing out the
Yeah,
double
and then line
blues.
up the blue horizontally.
Whoo, that would
Yep.
be something. All right, well, let's see what you do.
All right.
Into 2 3, into 2 3, and it's just verticals now, which
Yeah.
honestly, the amount of time it would take to think up some of this stuff, I think this makes the most sense.
Yeah.
So that double red, looking at it now, do you think tucking into 6 7, or are you thinking that yellow might be handy, or the desandwiching with the yellow and
Uh,
all that?
I don't know. I think at this point, I'm just trying to clear viruses as quickly as I can, and I saw the triple clear, and I just wanted to take it.
Yeah, I mean
Uh,
the triple
double
gives
red,
you.
double red on like if you want to go down, dig down for that red horizontal on high speed at this moment in time, it's pretty inadvisable because this is high speed and I can't tuck it that quickly.
Oh, I was just
But
talking
as
about
soon
the
as I can
one.
work through column six, or
No,
sorry, go ahead.
let me back it up and um,
Okay,
I'll show you the double red I was talking about. So it's this double red. So
okay,
one of the other places I'm seeing is tucking it into 6 7 at the top of the board.
okay, and get the horizontal
Yeah. But,
on
with
the
this
red there.
triple and another double red in the chamber, I think you go for it with the second double red
Yeah,
at the bottom. I don't know. That's me.
yeah,
I'm greedy
probably,
too.
yeah.
And that also
I
opens up
wasn't
the double
really.
blue.
Yeah. When I see two double reds in a row, I tend to expect at least five more.
There is that.
That's
There.
just how my head works.
Which really, let's see, you've got a place for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 immediately. Because you could clear out the 1 and 2, the 1 and 8, the triple, and the double, and still have. And actually, you could still go ahead and put in 2 more and clear out the second red and 8. But that's a lot of tucking. And yeah, at high speed, I can imagine
Yeah.
that's scary.
I mean, the tuck for the bottom red virus in column eight is a lot is less risky than say going for those two red guys on four and five on the bottom.
Oh, I hope you do it though. No.
See what happens.
Oh, okay. So you take them out singly.
Two, three, four. Okay, yeah.
And again, um, the tuck option was there for the doubles in column 1, but I feel like,
Yeah.
yeah, with this whole high speed, oof.
Yeah, but honestly, that's probably a better play than the one I'm about to make because this move is going to make my top line almost entirely blue.
Right. Uh, Not enough to make you want to switch to medium.
No, I don't.
I've been laughing the whole time because I know I that like you going to medium would be almost sacrilege. So I think the whole community would revolt.
it, it's a little funny because like back in the day, like on Jonas's stream, Heather would be doing Dr. Mario races, and they would do like 20 to 24,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was actually playing on medium, and then I mentioned it, and they frowned upon it. It's like, okay, fine, I'll play high, and I have not stopped playing high ever
Wow.
since.
I I have heard Bidwell have some choice words about medium speed in the past. Choice words I will not
Yeah,
repeat on this stream. And I was like, dude,
yep,
seriously? Like I understand, but at the same time, it's about maneuverability, and you're not sacrificing that much speed. Whatever. Whatever. All right, let's get you moving along. Red yellow coming up next. Do you think 5-6?
Yeah, 5-6 seems like
Oh,
here's the thing about putting that on 5-6. I mean, personally, I can't see any other place to put it other than potentially a tuck down in 2-3 to set up a drop combo in the future. Because getting that horizontal to get if I place it on 5-6, then I'm gonna need a double blue at this point to get rid of the blue viruses there.
well, let me give you
That's my main concern.
one thing is you could tuck it under in 5-6.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean, but again, this is coming from somebody who plays medium speed. That's what I would do because when I see one red yellow, I expect three more. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah, I mean it is possible to make this tuck on high,
mm-hmm.
but the wind but if like it the first one is not too bad.
It's the
If I
second
want to
one.
do a
Yeah,
second tuck on 5-6, the timing needs to be razor sharp.
that's true. Especially let's see, you're down to 24 viruses, so you're probably maybe close to 20 pills in, so you've already moved up twice. Yeah. Well, let's see where you put it. Oh,
Oh, look, there's a double
nice.
yellow.
Oh, and
It
there's the
looks
double
like I just
blue.
didn't. I didn't take the horizontal.
Okay,
I
good.
guess it's because I'm kind of transfixed on the right hand side of my board at this point, because like the top line's very uniform for the most part. I mean, if I really wanted to just attack the right hand side of my board, I probably should have considered throwing that horizontally in 7-8. I mean, the obvious play is to take the horizontal there, but at the same time, what I'm trying to do right here is minimize garbage because you saw that clear I made earlier. I guess I didn't take the triple horizontal because of that little piece of blue garbage.
Yeah.
And I'm already considering horizontally clearing those blues in 2 and 3 at the bottom of my board, and I want to keep that open. But it looks like at this point, I'm just going to get the in between clear on column 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I really should have taken the horizontal clear there, but that's what I did.
Well, I mean, it's it's still a valid play, and I understand. You know, you're looking to at this point a blue yellow blue red. You've got a place for both now. Which I mean, you technically
Yes.
have a place for blue yellow over in 1-2, but over on 7-8, you're thinking later on in your board. But yeah, I was a little surprised you
Yes.
didn't take the horizontal as well, but I wasn't about to say it.
Yeah.
But
All
hopefully
right.
you don't get hounded with red yellows. Let's see what happens. Oh, a red yellow. Okay.
Another double blue.
Yep. I think the way you've been playing, you're going to put it on 7-8.
Probably. I would not be surprised if that's what I did.
But I mean, 2-3 is a
I mean,
viable option.
what's 2-3 and 7-8 are the best options to
Vertically
me
in 2 is also fairly
because
good.
yeah,
So,
I would not be surprised if I went 7-8 here. I mean, it's a no drop double clear,
right.
and then I will be able to accommodate red yellows again.
Yeah, and that's, that's a thing of concern. So, um
Of
yeah.
course, if I get red yellows, if I put this in 7-8 and then I get another red yellow, I could consider maybe even putting it in 2-3.
Interesting.
But that would dictate that I need to underclear the blue in column 3
And
because I'm
then you
going to
don't.
get the in between clear in column 2.
Right. And then yeah, you're looking at like a horizontal in 2-3 or in on 3. That would be a tough call to make.
Yeah.
What you should do is just put it all the way into 7. You should tuck it in underneath on 7. That would be a great play for the double blue. All right, let's see what happens. I
That'd
think
be
it's
something.
7-8. Oh no, you get the 2-3
Yeah.
there. And
Okay.
yeah, I mean, you got a blue
Yeah.
yellow and a blue red, and that's good. And now,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I like this. You've got to focus on. You have a focus going on now on getting your right hand side cleared down. There's a lot of blue on it, and that just makes sense.
Yeah. Everything's pretty much. Um,
You're
I don't
setting
know
it for the
about that.
horizontal.
I must have misplaced that blue yellow in column 6
No, you're setting
because
it
I
for a
know I'm
horse.
going for the in between.
Oh yeah, I see. You're right. Huh. I just assumed you were going for the
Yeah.
horizontal.
Yeah. No, I was going for the in between clears there. I probably didn't turn the piece in time.
Yeah. Okay. I see the immediate press down play, and then I see the very, very efficient play. How
Yeah. I
quick?
mean, 2-3 or a 7-8 tuck,
Yeah, that 7/8 tuck is
and
real tempting.
yeah, I'm. I get the feeling that this is not the last blue yellow I'm going to see in the
Mm-hmm.
near future, and
Just trying to get the
I
top of your
only
board
have so
knocked
many
out
places
first.
to put yellow right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah, because like if I knock out, if I go the 7-8 tuck play, my board becomes much more left heavy, and
Mm,
that makes things a bit more difficult.
interesting. Okay, I like it. Let's see what happens. Okay, and then the left, and then the other one. Yep. For some reason, I really like it when you get that top line and everything has like pairs on top of it so that no matter what you get, you're about
Yes,
to start clearing stuff. I don't know why I like it
yeah,
so
and
much,
you're
but
and you're and you're doing it efficiently.
yeah, I really do like it. Okay, so double red coming. You're going to take two out so that you're dropping those yellows down.
Um, I'm either doing that or I'm taking out column 5. It's going to be one of those two plays.
I would worry about column
And column
five.
2 makes sense. Column 2 makes sense, but the thing is, if I put that on column 2, then I have no really efficient place to put red yellows.
Yeah, but you don't really have much of a place to put red yellows as it is.
This is true.
Yeah, I mean,
If I keep getting red yellows, though, I'm probably just going to do a drop clear
yeah,
I now have yellow viruses on both sides of that garbage clear.
right. Yeah, the thing that worries me is having the top line of 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 actually all being blue. That's the thing that just
Yeah,
scares me about the
this is
whole kit
true.
and caboodle. But
Yeah. Like pretty much anything that's not blue is going on the far left right now.
yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's see what it comes down. You do clear it out. Oh, and you get the double blue. That's just not fair,
Oh
man.
yes.
That's just not fair for the rest of us. All right, and now
The
you've built
down.
up these places for red yellow over on the right hand side. It's a red blue that's coming down now with a double blue in the chamber. I mean, red blue is going to go into 5, 6, and the double blue is getting tucked under 2, right?
Red blue is probably going into 1-2.
Oh,
I got
okay.
an in between clear setup.
And then yeah, then you've got a
If it
place to
goes
put
if it
it.
goes into 5-6 though, then I can just get it with the double blue coming up.
Well, the thing about that though is it leaves your 1 and 2 both topped with red, so I could see where that could be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And there's your red yellows. There's the next. Okay. You go for the tuck. I thought you might have gone for the drop clear into 2, 3 instead, but kind of like that. Big combo.
There's the
Yeah,
T.
there's a T. Almost an unnecessary T, but
And then I got a fat log set up on the bottom now.
Yeah, you do.
That double
Unfortunate.
red, I just threw it on top. I would have loved to get the in between cleared, but I'm just trying to keep things efficient.
Yeah.
Looks like I didn't get the fat log, but I was content to just take the top clear because everything is still set up pretty nicely.
Yeah. And Larva, of course, saying exactly what I knew she was going to, that there is no such thing as an unnecessary T.
Just waiting for
And
reds.
there you go. Out sub 6.
Con- Considering that was a minute 40 level 6, I was quite surprised to get a sub 6 out of that.
Yeah. That was just, it was really good, efficient play later on. Which CTWC shirt is that?
I think that was the 2024
Oh,
shirt.
cool. How is the Tetris going these days? I know you still compete.
I do compete, but I don't practice that often, to be honest.
Fair
I
enough.
finally got a max out last July.
Nice.
I gotta say it was a serious nail biter. I have posted it on YouTube if you manage to find it sometime.
Cool.
And the finish is pretty crazy.
Let me tell you, speaking of Tetris, I was talking to my chiropractor yesterday about. I know
Mhm.
he's a MMO gamer or a former MMO gamer. He's like been to BlizzCon. He's that kind of guy. But
Yeah.
we were discussing this weekend, and I was telling him, I got this long drive and everything, and he weaseled out of me that it was Dr. Mario because I don't talk about this game to most people because they just don't know or they don't care or both. But once he got that out of
Yeah.
me, he was like, "So just so we're clear, it's like Tetris, right?" And I froze for a second because I was like, "Does he know? Does he know? Is he trolling me, or is it just that he's saying the same thing everybody says? He's saying the same thing everybody says. I I
so
finally
in tw-
finally answered him, but
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it was just like, no, no, don't say it.
Fun fact. It might have, I think it was either 2021 or 2022. JB and I had the same outgoing flight from Columbus,
Mm-hmm.
and we split at the layover, but we were talking about Dr. Mario, and someone overheard us and said, "You guys play Smash?" He's like, "No, we play Dr. Mario."
That
And
was
He's like, "I didn't realize it was its own thing. I thought he was just a character in Smash."
that was an early idea for a side event, was to have a Smash tournament where everybody played as Dr. Mario.
Why not?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll do it at a live event sometime. I think that would be the easiest way to get it done. But either way,
That'd be cool.
it'd be funny. All
But
right. But yeah, anytime especially this happened in 2024 at DrMC as well. Like somebody was walking behind me in Flindo. We were just playing a friendly, and somebody goes, "Oh, this is like Tetris, right?" And he and I just looked at each other like, "Are they in on it?" Because I never know if somebody's just saying it to be trolly and having fun with us, or if they're just saying it, and I think they were just saying it. It was just like, no, okay,
it's like I have to believe to some extent that they're not trolling because Tetris is one of the most well-known video games there is. So who knows?
yeah. But anybody who knows the DRMC community knows that we have the little brother chip on our shoulder about this, and that we're all gonna say that's our own that's our joke, that's our private joke.
Yeah,
All right. So looking at your first pill, I like 6, 7. I
me
could
too.
I could see 3, 4, but I don't like it as much. It just
I only like 3, 4 if the next pill is red yellow.
okay. Yeah.
If it's not red yellow, then this should not go in 3, 4.
Well, I mean, yellow blue would still work because you could lay it horizontally in 2-3. But yeah, I agree with you. And even then, I think you lay it onto 6-7, and if it's a red yellow, you put it on top of 7.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's the play I'm going to make here because I think I remember getting the horizontal clear out of this.
I mean, of course you do. There's if you get any yellows, it's really hard not to get it. It's the right
Yeah,
play.
any yellow works there.
Oh, you do lay it on top though. Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I see the double red, so I'm going to tuck it underneath. So there I immediately have two double clears ready for the blues in 2 and 3. Plus, I was able to set up the horizontal like that. And
yeah.
with this, now I should play 6-7.
Yeah. Because with 6-7
The
it
problem is
doesn't
I have another. The
eh,
next red blue, I'm thinking vertical column 3.
okay, I can see that. My initial reaction is tuck it under 6-7, but that's just
I
me.
I wouldn't do that because I'm trying to work my way up to the horizontal for the yellows, obviously. And once I set down the red blue there, then any any yellow will do.
Right. And I'm saying if you sandwich that red pill between a couple of red blues, it's still going to work that way.
Oh yeah, that is true.
But I
Yeah, and I
like
do
the
have two
idea.
of these. Yeah. Okay.
I like your idea though of setting it on top. It's just so crazy
And I
it
mean,
might
if
work.
I do set it on top, I can still tuck the next one under.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, but yeah, you're definitely
Okay.
going to set. I'm talking about setting the second one in vertically in 3. That's a really fun idea,
Yeah.
especially if it looks like red blue is going to become the pill type here. Then you've got the option to tuck into
Mhm.
2-3 and get that mid clear in 2 on the blues, and then
Mhm.
drop it down into the reds, and you've just really efficiently knocked out. And you only had like one big chunk of drop time. So, yeah, I can see that working for you.
Yeah.
Let us see. Oh, but you get the double yellow, so it all comes out in the
Yeah.
wash.
Yep.
Inside clear. Oh,
Swim.
oh, oh! That was a snazzy. Looking at the look on your face, you
Yeah.
almost look shocked that that came through. I know that's not what's going
Swims are
on, but
fun.
yeah, swims are really fun. Um, I do like that double yellow into 5, but I understand trying to get column 1 knocked out. I agree with your
Yes.
prioritization there. Um, Yellow red on
Yep.
top, yellow blue tucked into 4-5, or are you gonna set it on top of one or
Mm,
set it over into 1-2?
I'm thinking 1-2.
Okay, it is the most obvious thing to hand. So yeah, there it goes. Yep. Okay.
Got the lightning bolt set up.
Yeah, you do. And there it is. Nicely done. Of course, you're looking at a lot of blue in your end game, but love that double red placement.
Yeah.
And then prioritizing getting it cleared out of the way, get the vertical. Now you're going to set up for the yellow horizontal in
I like
case you
that.
need it that way.
There it is.
That's one of the lessons I took from you. Make it to where vertical or horizontal will work. Okay, I'm intrigued.
I get the feeling I'm trying to swim into column 3 here.
That's what I thought. I'm like, is this pill going swimming? Now, if you were playing SNES, I think you could dive that into 4, but
Mhm.
that's not an NES play.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Okay,
Like
so
I'm not even used to swimming or diving in SNES right now either. So
you shouldn't get that way, not while there's still NES to play.
right.
Although I did use SNES as a versus trainer on Monday.
Yeah, I watched some of that.
Okay, did you see the tail end of it? Because I managed to get it on three. I managed.
Yeah, you were doing 14 and he was doing 3.
Yeah, I'm still shocked that came through. I think the game was just throwing me a bone there. But anyway, all right, let's see this swim. You got it, nice and clean too. Yeah, and with the yellow red top line, this is just the best pill set for you. All right, this is the
But
first.
now the left hand side is a bit worrisome.
Mm-hmm. All right, so a yellow blue. Yeah, 7-8.
7-8.
Okay,
That's what I'm thinking.
and then you've got the option to start building up a T depending on what red you get.
At the same time, I could consider tucking it into 2-3 and giving myself a little bit of color diversity on the left side.
Tucking it into two
But
three yellow left.
like clear out the virus
Take
that
the
I have
blue.
set up
Okay,
in column 3 there and give myself a little yellow to work with there.
interesting. Okay. Oh,
Oh, oh,
that was
oh
misplayed.
no.
That was misplayed.
Okay. I tried to set up for the double clear on the bottom of column 1, but then I misdropped the next pill.
Yeah. Okay,
And
so
that's a problem.
yeah,
Well, it's not necessarily, well,
it's
here's the
not.
problem with this right here because I see where the double yellow is going right now.
You're gonna lay
Like,
it in one.
it, yeah, I'm probably going to drop it in column 1, but that's going to create a problem for me because now there's going to be an underclear in column 1 that I got to build up to.
Right.
I mean, in this freeze frame, the ideal situation would be to flip this horizontal and tuck it into 2 and 3,
Agreed.
and then take this red yellow and get the quick drop combo in 5-6.
Mm-hmm. And then you've got the option if
But
a
it's
yellow
hard to,
blue shows. Yeah,
yeah. The
it's.
problem is in that split second you realize that everything's gone wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to make that determination so fast.
Oh yeah. I mean that's why what I always say is that uh, misdrops multiply. It's not just saying, it's why it happens, because we psychologically have to get our brains working on the new plan. But yeah, I think you're about to set
Yeah.
this into one, and it's looking rough for you. But
Yeah.
there it is.
Hmm.
You had a redemption option too. Oh, you're gonna set it for the fat log though,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
and that's a good reset your brain play.
Yeah.
You gonna get it? You do
Okay.
get it there.
Now I got the
Awesome.
horizontal.
Nice bracket clear. Tuck it down. Yeah.
I had a really quick level 6, so I at least had a good amount of time.
Yeah.
So so I can live with that error as bad as it was.
Yeah. And then the yellow blue, the support for Ukraine starts showing up, and you're just like,
Yep.
oh.
Okay. Well, I got that nice little drop combo set up. Just that column 1 that's just screaming at me.
But you've got the build up in place, and once you get column two knocked down by one, like this double red,
This double red godsend.
beautiful.
That just cleared everything up.
Yeah. All right.
Everything's just vertical from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got the right stuff right at the end there, but That could have been rough. It could have been real rough.
Yeah.
What do we do with the double blue?
Well, 1-4 and a tuck into 8 are all potential plays here.
Yeah. Um, even on
I kind of
medium,
like the idea of column 4
on top or
in
swum.
particular. I feel like if I attack column 4 here, like let's say I get a red blue after this, I can start setting up a combo for a drop combo if I take out these yellows horizontally,
Mm-hmm.
and if I get another uh, red blue, then I can also slip it into columns 3 and 4 and make the horizontal a little easier for me. The only problem is the only thing I can do with red yellow right now is tuck it away in that 4, 5, 6 area.
Mm-hmm. Interestingly enough, um, you've also got a swim into 4 that would take a double immediately.
Oh yes,
And I will tell you right now, even as a medium player, that 1-2, I ain't touching it.
the
it's
one
a,
two.
yeah, tucking to clear those blues in
Oh,
one,
I see
two.
it.
It's viable,
It is.
but I, even on
Yeah,
medium, I'm not touching that. I'd be
yeah,
more likely to tuck it into 8.
yeah. That makes more sense.
Huh. Okay, so you think
You can do
4.
1 2 on high, but it's another one of those things that you need laser sharp precision.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, first pill's the best time to try it, but even without, I'm not trying it on medium. I can't imagine trying it on high. All right, so
Yeah,
you like top of 4 and top of 1. I I'll be honest, I like top of 1 just because I have been
yeah,
burned so many times by column 1, column 8 that,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're not leaving yourself with a lot to do with anything but double yellow over there, but eh, I'm real
Mhm.
curious where this double blue's going though.
I get the feeling it's going into 7 8,
Hmm. Into 7-8.
or I'm sorry, 8.
Okay, okay. I was about to say 7-8's a really interesting choice, but I'm here for it.
Yeah. If I put it in 7 8, I need another double blue to make that play. Just I did swim.
Yes, yes, that was a great swim. That was one of those where between the delay in your stream because you're running on OG hardware, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, between the delay in your stream, the delay in the restream, you don't even see it. It goes from being in column
yeah,
6 to being in column 4, and there's no intermediate. I'm gonna watch it again. Uh,
yeah.
First time I saw it was when Betty did it. Okay, I saw it for like 2 frames there where it was horizontal, but it just it goes so fast. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, basically what I do for my swim technique is it's kind of difficult to do on high speed. So I basically take my right thumb and roll it across the B and A buttons to get the two rotations I need very quickly. So that's all it is.
I think I double tap on the same button. Huh, I'll have to say I'll
Yeah,
have to
I
try
just
that.
get it to the orientation I need it, and then I roll my thumb across and hit B and A.
Interesting. I don't even think of doing it that way. I roll in a U shape. Oh, my camera has been frozen for a hot minute, I bet. Um Not that anybody's doing this to watch me, but it would be nice if my camera actually looked right. Which
Hmm.
will actually speak to our match later, but that's a whole nother thing. Um okay, yeah, usually I orient it upside down and run my swims in a U. So, I'll have to think about that. May have to do some practice. Anyway,
Hmm.
on to this red blue. Is it going into 7-8?
I'm thinking 7-8.
Yeah. Any other?
Possibly a tuck into 4-5,
I,
but 7-8 looks like the quicker play.
yeah, I was looking at 4-5, but I don't like that because what if you get a double yellow, or what if you get a yellow blue and then a yellow red, or
If I get the double yellow, I'm dropping it straight down.
oh, right, of course you are. Even with the outlines, I forget that it's there. All right. Oop.
Yeah.
So there it goes. There it goes. Nice. Okay. Into 8, into 8, into 7. Yeah. Nice, predictable play. That's a lot of drop time, though.
Yeah, it is.
But honestly, okay. So this that red yellow on 5-6. That's a situation where I tend to put it on to 6-7 to start clearing
Uh-huh.
it without the drop time. Although I think you're probably going to do that
Yeah.
with the next red yellow.
I'm probably going to tuck it into 6-7.
Yeah, that's the next play I would see. It gets you the same place regardless, but yeah, especially after taking that one full drop time, I would
Mm-hmm.
immediately just start getting sick to my stomach if I didn't start taking precautions against doing it again.
All right.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, I took it anyway. Right.
Yeah. I think you're really focused on getting that column knocked down.
Yeah,
Tuck into
most
1,
likely.
2.
Tuck play.
Okay, that makes sense.
Not much to do with those reds there.
Yeah.
Not much to do with red in general, really, at this point.
Do you think that red blue in 8 was an attempt at a tuck and just didn't work out?
I think
No.
so, yeah.
Well,
Well,
but then that
I might not have cleared it because I wanted to keep the red vertical
yeah,
because
yeah,
otherwise it would have just dropped down.
I just saw that and thought the same thing. Okay, so this
Yeah.
yellow blue is coming down. I would assume into 4-5 when you get done with the tuck.
Uh, 4-5 is a little tricky. I might also just be doing it vertical in 4.
Okay.
4-5, you need to rotate it at just the right time because if you rotate it a row up, then you also have to hit left.
Yeah, yeah. Interestingly, if you flip it around, you would really mess with the whole board because you got 2 blue halves on one. Never mind. Any thoughts of trying to tee out that the virus in 4 and the virus in 7? I mean, it would take a double yellow to make it
Orange.
happen, but
Yeah, it would take a double yellow to make it happen. Plus, there's yellow viruses underneath it in column
yeah.
5, so that's not in my thought process at
Okay.
this moment in time.
I believe you. Oh, and then you've got a yellow blue coming up next. So, yeah, putting it on top of 4 after this one goes underneath. That's just a nice
Yeah,
clear. There it goes.
yeah.
And yeah, everything's kind of
Yeah, I
going where
don't
you,
quite have the horizontal set up there. Okay, I like this though because now I got the drop combo set up, but now I'm not getting any yellow.
right.
There we go. Yeah, this stinks because I have like 2 nice horizontals set up, but that column 4 is just
Yeah.
a trash heap right now.
Oh, but there you're going to take care of
Okay,
it.
that works out. Yeah, that's gonna throw it out of whack. Oh well.
Yeah,
I still have the verticals at least.
I was a little surprised you
What's that?
didn't put the red yellow down on top of the yellow in 2 and let it drop down to be a potential horizontal for the red, but I can appreciate that that's just not what you wanted to do. Ooh.
That's a gross initial play. The only
Yeah.
thing I see is Tuck 7-8,
Yeah, that's my initial
and
thought too.
I get the feeling another pill of the exact same color is about to come
I
as well.
mean, doesn't it always?
Yeah, that's just Dr. Mario 101 right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, but there you
Okay,
go.
I like
That's
that.
that's really good play. I like that. So, yeah, directly on top of one, then you've got the next one going into 6, 7. Yeah, you've got a place for everything that isn't red blue, and then once you get these double blues out of the way, you've got a place for red blue, at least temporarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is looking good. Okay, yeah, that was the other option for that. Oh, real nice. I didn't even see those double blues there. Okay. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. That is taking a board that looked horrendous and in no time flat making it look nice. I mean, the pills helped, but still.
Well, yeah, but they gotta help
Yeah, yeah.
eventually.
Triple, triple. I am saying though, like it wasn't. Yeah, you couldn't have done it if you didn't get the right pills, but at the same time, you did perfectly with everything you got and made mincemeat out of this nine.
Everything looks pretty neat and tidy from here.
Yep. Getting close to the point where I have to explain myself. Okay. Tuck.
This one's
Yeah.
textbook.
Well, when you're the one who wrote the
Waiting
textbook, it's
for
kind of easy for your stuff to be textbook. All right.
I suppose.
Okay. So it's the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So let me explain what happened. So I use my phone for keeping an eye on Twitch. I've got, that's where I'm keeping up with chat. I don't have it pulled up anywhere else because I've always got Discord pulled up so that I can keep an ear on what's going on in the tournament in the booth in case they need
Yeah.
anything, catch the chatter in between. I like being available.
Yeah.
So my phone dies very quickly because I keep it on and it's like an S9 or something. It's freaking old. And so I've
Yeah.
got a USB-C connected to my capture card. And like I've
Mm.
got two full power strips over here. They are completely full. I can pull something, but I'm always afraid to because I don't remember what I've plugged in where. So I will, in between matches when I'm not playing, I will pull my capture card and plug it into my phone to keep it running. And when I plug my capture card back in, I always end up having to deactivate, reactivate an OBS. It's just a thing. It
Mm.
it always does that. But it
Yeah.
always does it on a blue screen. So imagine my surprise when it comes up our time to play and I look at my OBS having plugged my capture card in and it's showing exactly what's showing on my screen, the menu. And I don't realize that it's frozen. It had
Mm.
it had locked in on the last screen that it was showing before I unplugged it, and that just happened to be the menu screen sitting on level 8. So
Yeah.
I've got your stream pulled up, you're listening to the commentary, I'm hearing the commentary. They're talking about, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" And I'm like, "I don't know." So I go hit record and not realizing that what I'm recording is not showing the game. You did win the game fair and square. I started on time. I was playing a board and I was staying with you up until about 11 and then you just took off. But that's why I went ahead and put in chat, yeah, Packy won this one because literally I was playing against you and you did win. But I was as confused as everybody else.
Right. I was actually having a similar problem with my capture card recently.
Ah,
It's funny because I went on Newegg and I bought another capture card, and I was having problems with that one. So I just hooked up my old one, and now my old one works great.
well, now you get a spare capture card,
So
which you'll need at
it's like
some
I got
point.
Joe Montana and Steve Young of capture cards.
Oh, what do you use? Just out of curiosity.
An XR1
Okay.
from XR1 Lite
Ah,
from EVGA.
gotcha. Yeah, I picked
That
up
was
an,
kind of a pricey one, but it's been good.
and yeah, I mean you get a good clear picture. That's
Yeah.
something people have always said about mine. They're like, your picture looks really clear. I'm like, I don't know, it's an Elgato. I don't know what to tell you. Got it on sale at Best Buy. But yeah, it definitely OBS does not like it when you unplug it, and that's what had
Hmm.
happened here. And if it had shown
Yeah.
anything but the menu screen, I would have been like, oh, I need to reset that. But it showed the menu screen. I was like, okay, cool, it's working. It was not.
Yeah. And then you're just in the rhythm of things, and
Oh yeah, I ain't
what can
stopping
you
my game
do?
for nobody until I know you're done. I'm not stopping my game. I think I'd forgotten to turn on my timer too, so it's altogether a mess.
Oh, dang.
All right, so double reds, 4 and 8, and they've both got blues underneath of
Yeah.
them. There's just not a good
Yeah.
place. Danged if you do,
I
danged
feel
if you
like
don't.
four might be the better play because there's big time potential for a huge T,
Yeah,
and it's a little more difficult. It's a little more difficult to set up if I attack column 8 instead.
yeah, just altogether, it's two terrible choices. Immediately to 8.
Of course.
But I mean, you're going to get
And I got
another
another
one.
double.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
like this attacking singles when you've got so many doubles going on. You're not going to hold out for a double blue, I know, but you're going to have the option if it's there. And giving yourself all the
Yeah.
opportunities for that. That's smart play. A little surprised you didn't put it facing left, but I'm not against it. It's
I
just
am a little surprised myself. I am a little surprised myself, but that also gives me another potential spot to put a blue red.
yeah.
If I take the horizontal clear with a blue red, then I have a red fragment to drop down if I can get the other horizontal clear on 5 and 6 there.
I mean, and it looks like with this double blue coming, you could get the 6-7 double blue right now and then have a red. So, yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, another surprise.
Well, there's no other place. Okay. Looks like I'm trying to manufacture a big blue drop.
Yeah, this is definitely not what I had expected for this. So I'm just analyzing the
Yeah.
position now. You've got obviously this blue red's going to go on the right, and
Yes.
you're really hoping
And I
for
and I need a blue yellow or a double blue works too.
yeah
Double blue would make that setup even better.
a double
But
blue followed by
I need
a
a blue.
yellow red after
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that'd be
Or
great.
double yellow. Double yellow is fine too.
Yeah, I just a yellow red will give you the option to go ahead and make an extra clear afterwards and get you one step closer to breaking
Yeah.
the game.
Yes.
Thanks for the follow.
All right.
All right, so let's see what comes up. Oh, it's the blue yellow. Okay, well there it goes.
Go.
And then yeah, combo. Yeah, Dave's trying to fix my screen. More combos and undertuck. Okay. Oh, okay.
I want I want to get the T further down. That's what it is.
I was seeing, well, you see, I was seeing the L off of the virus in, was that 3? So that's why I got surprised there.
Going all the way across to 7,
No, going to 6.
or
The
okay,
the single in 3 and the double in 6 was what I was seeing. So what T?
okay,
Because you're gonna have to clear off that higher one in 6 now,
yes,
and you're gonna have to do it horizontally, unless you get a lot of yellow. Well, either way, it's gonna take getting rid of yellow and then vertically or horizontally. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
I don't hate it. I didn't understand it. That was all.
yeah.
All right, blue yellow on top, and okay, that's your commitment
Oh,
now.
okay. I've set up a drop T is what I've done, and then I immediately do something else. That's
Well,
bad,
yeah,
actually.
it looked like that's what you were planning on as your end game, was
Okay, there we go.
getting that yellow taken out vertically, or the red taken out
Yeah.
vertically. Oh, we're to the point of the night where I've forgotten my colors. All right, good to know. So planning
Looks like I got a
on,
combo set up in column 3, but I need a red yellow for it.
yeah, you do. You're just gonna, yeah, you're just gonna
Okay,
take it.
looks like I'm just gonna take the drop instead. I'd love to get a double red here, but
Yeah, and yeah, you just
okay, yeah, just
bite the bullet.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. There's me recording. I think that means I had just finished 8 because that's when I started recording. Whew. You play these so high. And it's going to be drop time, but it's going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the curse of 8 returns.
It really was. 6?
Yeah, 6. I'm
Okay.
picking 6 here.
I mean, either way, you've got blue, red, blue, yellow, or blue, yellow, red, yellow available. So, yeah, I like 6.
Yep.
And then the double red. Is there a better place than 4? Maybe tucked under 3, 4, but I don't think that's a better play.
It. I mean, it could be either one of those.
Yeah.
Probably vertical on 4.
Yeah. I mean, vertical on 3 is an option. I don't like that either. Unless there's another double red in the chamber, in which case you can get that red horizontally. But
Like a vertical on 4 makes sense to me because I see potential horizontals underneath it.
yeah. And then there's the blue horizontal. I like that. There's another blue horizontal. Yeah.
That felt like a nice little set of clears after a horrendous 8.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's really good work on. Gosh, no wonder Dave got into my chat and he was like, go, because you can't tell I'm playing. I just look like I'm just sitting there. That's my game face. That is 100% my game face. Oh, man, this 9 is nice for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
therapeutic, if you will.
okay, yeah, and this is the point where I realized that I didn't have a timer either. Oh, dude. A fat log setup, though. It's not actually a fat log setup because it's not going to reach all the way across, but. Oh, you don't. Okay. You're going to do it. Because there's the. Okay.
Oh, darn it!
Okay, good.
That should have gone.
I was gonna point it out, but you caught it too.
Yeah,
Yeah, dropping that yellow blue
yep.
into 2 would have been perfect. There you go. You do get it though.
Well, it looks like I got it anyway. Oh, but I cut off the horizontal there, and that's
I
not a
yeah,
great thing.
a bit of a surprise, but you get the red blues to finish it out.
This level block in particular just drives me nuts sometimes.
Yeah. I've heard. I think I've said. I think Swong said the same thing. Um, it's the
Yeah, I've heard
whole.
Floyd say the same.
I'm sorry. What?
I've heard Floyd say similar things as well during like weekly checkup.
Yeah.
Just like it can be really great, it can be really terrible.
hmm People hate 8 to 11, and I thought I liked it better, but then I looked at my 2024 and my 10 to 13 average. I think is like a second higher than my 8 to 11 average. And I'm like, oh, okay, I must hate 8 to 11 as well. Let's see if you get a true short stack. One,
Let's see.
two. Oh, it gets
Almost.
cut off.
I meant to put that red yellow in 3 and 4. I think I slipped,
Yeah.
and then I just kind of adjusted as quickly as I could.
All right. Horizontal.
Yeah, I probably should have taken the horizontal there, but I think I was just transfixed on the left hand side because that's where my mistake was.
Gotcha. And I mean, you're set up now to where a couple of red yellows will clear up all that garbage in one, or the little bits of garbage in 1 2, and then you've still got a
Yes.
use for red yellow in 3 4 or two. Yeah, 3 4.
Yep.
Interesting
Still
placement
dominator.
here. Okay, that makes sense. And that makes sense. What do you do with a red blue here? Do you stack it vertically in one?
That was my first thought as well. If it weren't for that additional yellow virus in column 3, I would have just stuck it there, but
Yeah.
I don't have that luxury. So I think this is a vertical play in column 1.
I mean, I'd love for you to be able to hang it over in 4 5, but there's just not a good place. There's not enough guarantee that you're going to get the yellows to drop it all the way down.
Yeah, that putting it in 4-5 limits my plays on
Yeah.
that side of the board, so
Yeah.
probably not the best move.
But I really hope for.
Of course I do. But this is actually not bad because now I could tuck I could tuck this upcoming red yellow into column 5, and I will have
Mm-hmm.
the L clear set up, and I will have less drop time in columns 4 and 5 as well.
Yeah, and actually, if you get it tuck to the right and vertically, you will get 6 yellow viruses cleared in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
Dude, that is gross. And I hope you get it. I want you to know that. I am now hoping for 3 red yellows in a row that you pull that way, just to see all 6 of those viruses in that cluster go bye-bye. Okay. Well,
just one.
yeah, and
All
you
right.
didn't take it anyway. I like that play, though,
Looks like
man.
I'm back to vertical mode.
Yeah. Well, it tends to be your fastest, I think. That's one thing I tried out in my qualifier Monday night was I just put that was nice. That was real nice. Yeah, you deserved finishing this 10 out the way you did. I turned on some music that would just I'm so sorry for you. That would just help me shut my brain off.
Yeah.
Just something to let my brain not be focusing on overthinking everything and just thinking the random thoughts that I think. And I think it helped. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like the setup. And yeah, definitely time to go for it. I'm doing the ultimate psych out. You have no idea where I am in my game.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows where I am in my game except me.
Yeah. This is true.
Uh,
Tuck 2-3 seems
that's,
like the play here.
yeah. And that
Or possibly put it on top of the yellows in 7-8.
top of the yellows and 7. Yeah. Yeah. I see that. It really depends on what the next pill is. I mean, Tuck 2-3 is
Yeah.
my initial, but let's see. So it's a red yellow next.
I might still put it. It's already moving to the
Yeah,
left,
it's
so
it's
that's
still
kind of
moving
a
left.
giveaway.
I think I think you do that, and then you put the red yellow on top of 4-5. Just slam it straight down. Yeah, you're hoping
Okay.
for double blue and a blue yellow, but
Or blue yellow and then manufacture a double blue.
yeah, I think it's worth it. And so do you, apparently.
They just keep coming.
Yeah, you just go for it.
And yep. Oh,
Oh
there we go.
yeah, that's nice. These are plays that make Betty happy.
Yes. These ones are just nice and easy.
Yeah.
Got the horizontal set up. Boom.
Ooh. I was a little surprised you didn't go all the way to 6-7 with that double red and just be greedy and try to get that one extra virus out of the way. The 1 in 8, but I mean it's not necessary. It was just kind of like, oh, I wonder if you'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you're really tackling both sides of the board here. And it looks like you're going to get a little greedy and go for the double on the reds and get it. Oh, that double red blitz ended perfectly too. No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Here we go.
No.
Yes.
Yep.
Bang.
Oh. Had to manufacture it, but still worth every second. Mm-hmm. There it comes. There's the yeah. You snarky. Love it. All right. 708.
That's just another one of those games where a horrible first level followed by a great 3 levels.
Yeah.
Wow, it was that fast.
I think I confused you because I'm sitting there on the menu screen with a 0. You have no idea what to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Once it'll take a second for me to figure out what the heck is going on to fix it, and it'll animate here in a second. And there it goes. Okay, so now I've got it fixed. Oh no, that's you.
Oh, the mirror match.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's moved. Everything's right.
Confirmed the screen is moving.
Now I'll look for all the world like my camera's frozen. Come on. There we go.
There we go.
All right. Red, yellow, 4-5. Slam it down.
4-5 or 3-4 to set up an L. Start setting up an L.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, 4-5.
Yeah, you're committing, but yeah, okay. This is the right play. And then vertically, and then into 1-2, and vertically. Yep. Yep. It's the right tuck play, all right.
1-2 tuck. 2-3 tuck. lot
Okay.
of red on the top line.
Yep,
Okay.
that there is. Oh, nice setup for the horizontal there.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got a yellow. I wonder, or a red.
I
I
like that play a lot.
I almost wondered if you were going to set up with the red horizontal since you've got that red pill half in two, but then you decided to go vertical with it. So
It looks like I sacrificed the horizontal, so now column 8 is a problem.
yeah, I was going to say it's not going to end up being the cleanest of end games, but
Especially if I don't get some red.
yeah,
There we go. That's a start.
yeah. And then interesting, because in 2-3 you had the yellow, you had it set up for a yellow blue. I mean, I know you're focused on getting rid of column 8, but
Yeah.
it's just a really double yellow. It's just a really efficient play. And there you are out
The
of
curse of
level 8.
the curse of 8 lives on.
Oh. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I really bungled my end game there. Sorry. I got distracted for a second looking at my own game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that yellow, that was a hard place to put it.
Once again, I'm not getting any reds.
Yeah. You go back and watch your own tape, right?
Every once in a while.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, good play, good play. Good logical stuff.
And droppity drop.
Yeah. But I mean, at this point, it's pretty well unavoidable. I know there's at least one level here that really hits you hard.
Yeah.
To be
Column
honest, I
1.
don't know
Yeah.
which one it
Column 3.
is.
Column 3 is not looking great right now.
Yeah, and that did not make it look any better. But this double is going to be very helpful.
Got to get those horizontals on the left.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a blue yellow and another
Here
one.
we go.
Oh, when the game knows that that's what you want to do, and it's just like, yeah, do it, do it. There's the
Do it.
blue. Yeah, real nice. There's that red you were waiting on. Nice and clean end game. 2-3 or 7-8. I lean 7-8.
I'm feeling 2-3 because if I get like two more red yellows on 7-8, it's going to be blues and blues.
Yeah.
If I clear out some stuff on 2-3, then I have a horizontal and or T clear potentially.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yep.
And there
I
it
think that was the
goes.
best place for me to put that blue yellow. So I think at that point I just abandoned the horizontal.
Yeah. Makes sense at the time. And it's just really smart. You've kept it like that's the first piece that you've had to put that's had to put any garbage anywhere. You've kept a really
Yeah.
diverse top line. Like that.
Problem is I got no place for yellow right now.
Yeah.
Until then.
And then you're about to get rid of most of it because that's just the efficiency play came in.
Yeah.
And now you gotta like under tuck if you're gonna put it anywhere. Yeah, like that.
There we go.
Speaking of yellow, my board's looking awful. Gonna get the in
Your your
between.
your
Yeah.
board has some nice layered horizontal play going for it.
Yeah, I just looked over and I saw like a blanket of yellow, and I'm like, ugh.
Oh,
That's,
this is actually great now. If you can get the okay, that's actually a pretty good play too. So
are you watching my board? I'm trying to watch yours. Oh man.
curious.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah, this is I think when the level gave up on you. There you
This
go.
is that giant tower of not blue.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm at over 6 minutes and I'm still not out of 10. I'm not happy right now.
Yeah. And we all know what happens when he gets
Oh,
not happy.
Jesus.
Oh,
It was really bad of me to waste that blue fragment in column 6 like that.
yeah. And now you've got to be real careful with this red.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, it could have been real bad. Was
Oh,
that?
I missed two tucks in a row there.
Yeah.
And then I had to wait three more clears to process.
Oh, and
And
the
then I
double
cover
comes
up and
through.
geez.
At least it didn't make you wait on blues. Yeah. Okay, so it was 10. 10 was the level. Straight down,
Yeah.
straight left. But I mean, you're hitting this
One of
11
those
real
game.
hard.
Yeah. Possible fat log down the road if I can clean out column 5 a bit.
Yep. And actually, those blues would have been usable. Oh, yeah, there goes the fat log, but it's just because the combo was not going to be viable. Yep.
Okay, so here we go.
Nice deep dive there.
Probably made up like 10 viruses on this level, but wasn't
Oh,
enough.
yeah. Yeah, it was just a really, really tough 10. All right. Ooh, real nice drop. And
Clears up the horizontal.
yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah, if you drop that. Oh, but you couldn't drop the blue yet. You had to wait. Otherwise, it would have cleared out. Yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Two more reds.
I love how 11 was like the fastest level on this block for me in this game.
Yeah, it was. And I will point out that is the only time I've ever taken a crown against you. We've played each other like 6 or 7 times. I technically have a win, but that was because you had to abandon. And I never count that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was I was at the Game On Expo at that time.
Yep.
And I was in another tournament and there were several current gen consoles at stake.
Yeah,
I unfortunately did not win that tournament, but
yeah, we weren't real happy with the fact that call had to be made. Like it just nobody was mad at you. It was just like, oh, it sucks that we've got to make this call, but that's
yeah,
But
that's unfortunately how I went.
Much like the win I technically have against Don from when he had to drive home, I don't count it. I don't know if the website does or not. I think it doesn't anymore. I think you just got blocked out of that month's tournament. But
Okay.
anyway, let's see what happens when you go into beast mode. I like 6-7, especially if a yellow blue comes up.
Yeah, definitely.
And then if another yellow blue comes up on the left hand side, I mean it's gravy at that point. In fact, you don't want to see yellow, blue, yellow, red, because then you'd really want to place it vertical, and that could just be a problem. But anyway,
Yeah, and that's gonna take the horizontal out of sync.
yeah,
Okay,
that
that's
works.
fine. Oh,
And
L setup. Oh, just took the
oh
horizontal.
yeah, I saw it too. I was going to say something, but you caught me. You caught it first.
Yeah.
Vertical in two, and then horizontal to make the L.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yellow, red. Okay. Not the direction I thought you were going to tuck it. Same reason, different direction. Just
Yeah.
surprised me.
Vertical 3.
Trio. Yes. Good tuck. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you did what you always do. You use that as fuel for the next game, and you were really hitting on all cylinders here. Surprised me by not
I
taking the
don't like
blue,
that.
but there it goes.
Yeah. I was probably going to try to tuck it into column 1, maybe do even swim it in there. Didn't work out though.
Okay. There's the yellow blue you wanted. And then there. Yep. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm not your friend anymore. No, I'm jealous of some of these plays. It's been the best part of doing this whole thing is seeing just how amazing some players are. Okay. I'm gonna back up to that double red because
Yeah.
what did I see? Was it the pill before? Hold on.
That horizontal through everything. Are you talking about you're talking about my board right now,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Okay. Now that horizontal threw it out of whack because then I can't horizontal the red,
Yep.
but I started setting up another horizontal clear to bring it back down another row. But as soon as I saw the double red, I'm like, oh, let's just take this vertically.
Yeah, because my initial thought was put the double red in 3-4 because you've already
Yeah,
got one
I was
there.
thinking that too, but I was thinking that too, but I think I saw a red in the next
Yep.
chamber, so
Yep.
it's like, man, just clear it out.
Yeah, if it had been a blue yellow or a blue blue, it would have made sense. Otherwise, off it goes. And so yeah, my way would have cost an extra pill. Are we looking at 4-5? We're looking at 5-6. It's a tuck play either way, unless you want to lay it on top, and
Yeah,
I don't see that.
my first instinct was 4 or 5, so let's see what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And of course, I got another red and blue, so
Surprising me by not taking the tucks at this point with the blue red.
yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot of garbage in the top of a board, but you just don't have what you need. And at least you're getting access to blue. And
Here we
there's the
go.
combo to clean the whole board up. Ah, okay.
Yep. Got the drop combo set up.
And yeah, you got a big combo set up. Okay. You get rid of it. I was thinking you were looking at
Looks
the
like,
horizontals in 7-8.
yeah, I figured I was too. I'm
Oh, there it comes.
not quite sure what caused me to change my plans suddenly, but
Yeah, this is good
looks pretty
prioritization.
good so far.
This is one of the. Oh, I don't know if that was an unintentional clear. Yeah, looking at your body language, I
I
think
think it
that,
was an intentional clear.
yeah, because you were
Yeah.
set on a desandwich.
Yeah.
All right, so far everything tracks. There it is.
Everything nice and flat, clears.
Yeah.
Trying to uncover some red at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that.
Nice.
Yep.
There's the vert. Yeah. That's the smart tuck play, and I like that. Yeah, with the blue yellow, that just made good sense. Yeah, and I really like prioritizing putting the extra blue pill half over onto 2 instead of onto 3, because it gave you the option to make the horizontal with the yellows even if that double yellow didn't come. But it did, so it didn't really matter.
Probably going to set up a T for these two blue
Mm-hmm.
viruses on 7 and 8.
That, I think, has been the biggest change in my game in the last year, is learning more about tees so that I set those up more efficiently. It's a nice 10. Terrible start to 11, though.
Yeah, just all the yellows buried.
Ugh. Still no yellow. And that's a thing. I can't remember who it is that I've talked to, but they were very adamant about uncovering stuff as much as you can, as quickly as you can. You know, if you don't have access to yellow, focusing on clears that give you access to yellow if you have the option.
Yeah.
It's a good thing
It's
to keep
something
in
I've been
mind.
trying to incorporate more and more into my own game.
Yeah, it just takes some extra level thinking. I mean, there's a pair of yellows in 7-8 you could have attacked, but I don't blame you for not.
I'm just trying to knock down the right side of my board right here.
Yeah.
But if I don't have the opportunity, then I'm just going to keep clearing the left.
Yeah, at this point I'm just trying not to get lapped. You're hitting a really nice 11 and you had a really good 10, and my 10 is garbage and I know it at this point.
All right.
Yeah. If memory serves, you get the sort of time I can't argue about. It's just like really good time. Yep, that's the right play. See, and that's one that I couldn't remind myself to do, where you set it incorrectly to begin with and then make it work. Or what looks like incorrectly, I should say.
Yeah, because it's going to drop down a row when you take a horizontal underneath it.
Being able to think about the next level, not something I'm always able to do.
Yeah.
Wait, this is the final. All right.
Here's the semi.
Do you want to chat on the semis and the final, or do you want to call it?
We can chat on the semis and the final.
All right. I'll see how much time I've got in me, but do you want to skip the semis and go straight to the final?
We can do that. Okay. Sure.
Love you, Don. Bye, Don.
We're probably a little tight on time right now.
Yeah, I got about half an
GG,
hour.
Don.
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
All right.
So, match against Swang. Ooh. You two are developing a rivalry.
Yeah, I mean, if Swan gets some yellow help, he's got some great stuff going on the left hand side. I'm seeing a lot of double clears. I like this board at first glance.
Yeah. Okay. I initially on your board was thinking 1-2, but the deeper I look, the more
Yeah,
I think 5-6 is the right play.
5-6 would be a pretty good play. The thing is, once I horizontal those yellows, my main concern is if I start cleaning out yellows, am I going to run out of yellows to work with?
I mean, maybe, but you're going to run out of reds a lot faster.
This is true.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. You thinking you're going to go 1-2 though?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now you're running out of reds, but oh, nice job uncovering some. Yeah, you can definitely see where that's happening in your play, although you're staring down the barrel at a lot of blue.
Yeah.
And that is a triple.
Yeah. Vertical 6. There we go.
Okay. Clear. Yep. And there's just been a red on every pill.
Oh,
That is
okay.
not what you need. Oh, I like that.
I'd love to get some blue wedged in there in columns 3 and 4, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not quite working that way.
Yeah, I mean, at least this is gonna happen. Yeah, this is getting rough.
Okay, drop T. That's what's going on.
Yeah. And I mean, you still got the lead at this point, but it's been a very tough level 14.
Reds, and then here
Nice.
comes the red yellow, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate you have so much yellow need here, but that yellow blue, oh, comes at just the right time.
I will absolutely take a 209 on that 14.
Yeah. Okay. Everything makes sense so far. Really nice top level play. I feel like 14, 15, these are levels that it's really hard not to get something you can use early on.
Yeah,
Oh, there was
I could have dropped that double yellow down in the 4-5 tuck play.
took the words right out of my
Looks like
mouth.
I'm going for that. Yep.
Yeah. Ooh. Now you'll take it.
There we go.
Triple. Man, as long as you don't get reds, you're in a really good spot.
Uncover the reds.
Yeah. Hmm.
One of those yellow blues needed to go vertical in column 7. I felt, but I guess
Yeah.
that way I get less drop.
I mean, yes, less drop time, but getting rid of irises.
Yes.
But yeah, I was thinking the same thing when you said it. For
Some
yeah,
blue
there
yellows
it
would be
is.
nice. Well, there's some yellows at least.
Yeah, here come the blue yellows. Something makes me think this was supposed to be strategic, but I don't see the point. other than just getting everything raised up as high as possible, as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Excuse me.
You're good. Ugh.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little high, and oh, jeez, Louise. Okay.
Yeah, there it goes. Wow. Ah, blue yellow. I mean, one place for it, but it's
And
going away quickly. Yeah, I like that
blue.
play. Don't worry about putting the blue in a place where it'll actually be useful. Just make it not dangerous.
Yeah.
There we go. Get that blue uncovered. And now suddenly you've got too much of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the biggest fan of that garbage clear, but
You
just
had to
trying to
do
keep
it.
everything organized.
Yeah. I mean, it really was required. Nice clear.
Just look at all these double clears, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a really, and it's all vertically, like it's almost all of it is vertical. So as long as
Yep.
you keep getting the right pills, not sure I agree with using that particular double yellow when you had so many other places to put a double yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. You made up for it. Almost
I probably
surprised.
should have put that double red in column 6.
Horizontally?
No, vertically,
Oh,
because I
okay.
had it on top of the horizontal clears.
Oh,
So
gotcha. I was just seeing it as getting rid of the. Huh. Getting rid of the garbage, but yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm still making good time here. And again,
Yep.
with just one blue on top. Man. Yeah, that's.
Whoa.
Oh,
That
oh, that was a
was a
little
scare.
scary. Could have gone vertically, but at this point in the level, it really doesn't make that much difference. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Of course, now the game is
Yeah,
making
but
it not any good. There you
right.
go. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was so good it turned me into Christopher Walken. So
All right.
I saw a horizontal there, but I was like, is it worth it? Probably not.
I got a double. Well, I got a T right there
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
So
It's too bad that you don't have any yellows underneath that blue.
yeah, it's unfortunate. No, I probably could have cleared out the yellow garbage there, but looks like I didn't.
Yeah, this is
Fat
a
log.
fat log. Okay, it's just a really tough end game. You had the option. You covered it up there on column 8. You had the option to take that blue out
Yeah.
horizontally. I mean, luckily for you, this game is well in hand. But
No, wrong way.
oh no.
Wrong.
Yeah, I mean you're making the right call here, trying to build your horizontal. Ooh,
Oh, there you go. There we go.
yeah. Oh, and the double red. Oh,
Yeah.
oh. You had it.
Boom.
You had it already
Boom.
stacked up.
Boom.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. And 1, 2, 3. Sub 10.
It looks like a 3 minute 17, but sub 10, I'll definitely take that.
I mean, it was a really tough 17. I'll skip ahead. Okay. There's tuck 3, 4, vertical 8, vertical 3, technically vertical 4 too, but I don't see that as. I think that's a terrible play. I think vertical 8 might be my favorite out of this.
I'm curious as to why you think vertical four would be a bad idea because like
So
my
much
instinct
red.
is that would flatten out the board.
Uh, vertical 3 or vertical 4?
Vertical four.
The thing I don't like about vertical 4 is that there's so much red that it's just exposing more red, and you're not having a lot of use for. You're just not gonna have a lot of use for blue. But then again, I don't see a good option here. But my instinct is tuck 3, 4. But yeah, I could see you're gonna go vertical 4, aren't you?
I get the feeling I am.
There you go.
Yep.
Hey, at this late hour, I don't mind being wrong.
I mean, it's still not a bad idea. I mean, just because a bad play works out doesn't necessarily mean it's not a bad play anymore. You
You
know
don't
what I
have
mean?
to. You don't have to patronize me. I get it. It's a bad play, but it's not a bad play. Oh, I like that. I mean, you're stuck with some garbage here. Looks
Here we
like,
go.
yeah. Wow, that cleared a lot. Like more than I was expecting it to. Hate that this yellow's going to go, but at least you're going to get the horizontal out of it. Yeah, this is a pretty quick 14.
Yeah. So, yep, I like that.
Yeah, I hate that it required a double red to be completely efficient, but uh-oh. The blues aren't coming.
Yeah. That plan did not work out the way I thought it would. Clearly.
Yeah. I mean, it ended up clearing enough to look cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for having it look cool for sure, but this is that was just a bad setup on my part.
Yeah. I mean, they get complicated sometimes, and you just have to make do with what you gave yourself.
Yep. Whoop. Almost slipped out on that one.
Yeah. So that's going to drop, but yeah. Yeah, and I imagine you're looking at that column of 4 blues next to your last blue virus and just going, why?
Yeah.
7, 8 or 1, 2? 7, 8. Okay. Nice tuck.
Another tuck.
Yeah. This is about where I stop wanting to play on high.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh, here we
yeah,
go.
that was it. that was the play.
Probably should have laid that vertical in column 3, taken out the couple of reds horizontally, but eh.
I mean, I haven't seen a play I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one, the double red. Oh wow, that was another quick swim. The double red just taking out uh, an efficiency play, but even that, it wasn't bad.
Mm.
I always get nervous when I use like a horizontal and I end up taking out part of a double. So I'm like, was this the best thing to do? But you get to a point where you just go, I shouldn't be second guessing myself anymore. I'm done. And yes, with the tuck play here. A lot of blues. Interesting choice with the yellow. There we go. And you just
mostly
waiting
squared
around.
away. It's going to drop a row, so I'm still going to have the horizontal clear there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good vision there, seeing that it was going the opposite way.
Ooh.
That was very close.
Yeah.
Right. Logic. Horizontal? Yeah. And then the reds disappear.
I would have loved to have taken that out horizontally with the blue red, but didn't quite work out that way.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I was like, is he expecting a blue yellow to come up? But who am I to judge at this point? Ooh, wow. I don't know how close you were to starting to glitch on that big play there.
I think there was a little bit of a hiccup on my game, but
I think I've done that all of once ever, but I don't play on high very much, so
yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of having to clear garbage here. I know that's not what you're really looking for.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of waiting to attack my left side because I know there's a lot of problems there.
Yeah, and it's just there's so much yellow. It's becoming a problem.
Yeah, I'd love to be rid of that cluster of yellow, but that's just not happening at this point.
Oh
Just looks like
wow.
vertical. Oh, that works.
Yeah. And it looked for a minute like you were just dead set on taking those reds in four together. We'll see if you choose to. Yeah, you went ahead for it. A red yellow would have been the better pill, but beggars can't be choosers at this point.
Yep.
Oh, it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
Those are the scariest. All right, so far so good. It's really high up, but I feel like you were hoping for a cluster clear on those blues. It ended up all pretty much going horizontally, but or I mean vertically, but it looked like something that you really wanted to make something out of.
Yeah. I shouldn't get in the habit of that though, because diversity on your top line and all that, you know.
Yeah, but magpie plays, they're fun.
Yeah. They really are.
Yeah, and I would submit that games are supposed to be fun. So you
Well,
know
yeah.
what? Play your game and have fun with it. Now partially it's a holdover I know from versus horizontal or vertical. Okay, because those are the sort of plays that get you noticed in verses and really get your opponent knocked out.
Mhm.
And you really were bringing it back here. I know you were looking pretty behind, but it's 14 and closing.
I was,
So
this one was closer than I thought it was.
yeah, I mean, if the end game goes wonky, then I could see, but
This one looks pretty academic. Yep.
yeah. But I mean, 8 viruses at this point. That's it's pretty nice. Not too bad.
Yep.
It was right at 10, so all right.
Yep. Oh.
Okay. Over into one. Don't like how much blue there is, but I love that clear is coming. Surprised me a little not tucking that into 7/8, but really you only had one time where that was going to be possible, and then every other one was not going to. Yeah, that.
Yeah, they just keep coming.
Yeah, they did. And you're not getting the blue yellows you need to do this. Man, worst time for red yellow. Oh,
Must have just slipped a little bit there.
yeah. The look on your face made it very clear that that was a problem.
Yep. All right.
I mean, you're not the most expressive player, so when something makes you do that, we all notice.
I didn't get the tuck.
Okay, sometimes you are the
And the
most
hand
expressive
gesture.
player. But I mean, for the most part, you're playing your game and you know, we can tell when you're excited about a particular move, but for the most part, it's just like, okay, well, didn't get the combo I was looking for. Let's do this. Let's do that. You look pretty academic most of the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when a pill doesn't go your way and it makes you react to it, we're usually like, oh, that's not good. Oh, those
I see some
yellows.
lightning log potential on the bottom here. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
Yep.
gonna make sure it
All set
happens.
up.
That's nice. No. Okay. I'm like, you did not get blitzed with double reds at that point. Oh, nice, nice, real good end game. Like I noticed the slight adjustments you made the last couple of pills, so that it would
Yeah.
work out the way you needed it to. That was really nice. How patient was he? Okay. Yeah, the later the level, the more I think you can just wait for the setups that you were that look like they will be the most efficient. Let me back up.
Probably could have done a. I probably could have done a tuck T with that double yellow.
That's what I was stepping back to see. Uh,
Yeah.
it still worked out, but yeah. Oh, but you got a triple option down at the bottom if the blue yellows come up. Yeah, there it is. You see it.
Mm-hmm. Setting up the horizontals on top.
Mm-hmm. But now the reds are dominating the top line. Interesting play. Okay.
I think I was just figuring out what to do with those.
Yeah. Well, it looked like you were trying to get rid of the red as if it were garbage when it's, sitting on top of another red. I was just
Yeah.
confused. And it's just getting rid of garbage at this point. So much is trying to clog you up. Ah, man, that worked out really well for you. I was not sure where that was going to go. And you're already
That
setting up for the.
log.
Oh, you set it up upside down.
Yeah. That's fine though. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy to rectify that situation.
And the blue horizontal. Yep. That's Packy 101. That is what I learned from you. If they're stacked that way, you tack the top one vertically, the bottom one horizontally, unless a better option comes along.
Yeah. Those two straight blue reds. Ugh.
Yeah. I'm not sure I like that they ended up on two different yellow viruses, but
I definitely don't like it
okay.
personally.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but I wasn't really sure what else I could have done with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like that giving up on the horizontal for the red to take the double down because then you don't create as much garbage.
Yeah.
But now you get a blue yellow and there's nothing to do with it. That sucks.
Yeah. That's happens. I don't think I intended to do that at
I don't think
all.
you did either. Yeah. There's been a couple of times that blue in column 8 looked like a horizontal bait that never really materialized.
Yeah. Looks like I'm trying to clean out that blue horizontally, and it's not quite going according to plan, but it's kind of going according to plan.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where every time you try to clear a piece of garbage, it makes two more to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It just you keep getting everything in the wrong order.
All right. This is not bad.
Yeah. The end game's coming together as long as you don't get inundated with blues.
Like that.
Yeah. It's the only real efficient clear you've got there, so it makes sense. Oh, that one blue clogging up the triple yellows. And it's at the
Yeah.
bottom of a lightning bolt, so there's really no good way to get rid of it.
Well, that that blue virus in column 5, it can be taken horizontally just like that, so that should clear it up.
Yeah, it's just you had triple yellow. Oh,
I looked over and I saw Swung in the danger zone for a split second.
all right, into
All right.
17. 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Horizontal first. Yep. Speaking of the danger. Oh.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah, I
man.
screwed that one up just a little bit.
I mean, at least it happened that early.
Yeah,
If it happens
you'd hate
late
for
in the
that to happen
level.
at the end.
Yeah. And at least you were already behind. You'd hate to
Yeah,
lose a lead that way. That would be the worst.
yeah.
Man, I'd forgotten that happened. Okay. Okay.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah, you're good.
2, 3, set up the horizontal.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to manufacture the blue.
And now it's going to be more difficult to manufacture that blue because
Yeah.
I complicated things a bit. Okay,
Well,
that
there
works.
it goes. Yeah. It's not quite the combo you were hoping it would
Not the
be, but
ideal clear, but yeah.
hoping for, yeah, another yellow red. Doesn't come out though.
Take the horizontal, move on.
Yep. Do you think you were looking to swim that 7 8 double blue into column 8 or just lay it down the way you did?
Swimming into column 8 doesn't sound like something I'd try. I swim to the left.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost nobody tries it for good reason. All right, yeah, that yellow red could have gone vertically in 6 because you had a yellow underneath the double or the blue horizontal, but not not a big deal. Yeah, yeah, 17 just caught up with you.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Yeah. This is that part we always talk about where it just becomes a marathon.
Yeah, it's a real endurance.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, each one of these is taking almost as long as an entire 2 matches or 2 games of 6 to 9. Ooh.
Yeah.
Unless you're Adelito, in which case it's longer than two 2 rounds of 6 to 9. Yep.
It might be the same for him. It's just oh,
Yeah, this is
that's a
not.
little gross.
It gets there. Just need to take that yellow out first. Okay.
Okay. Just stinks because now I got to use up double or blue yellows on the right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd really like to see a red yellow here,
Mm-hmm. And
or that can happen, you know.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is still a pretty decent setup. Okay, now it's a little more complicated.
This will work. Not a lot of yellow access up to this point.
Yeah.
Just holding out for yellow blue.
Yeah.
And then you see
There it is.
the next yellow red would be great now. There it is. Oh, you don't go for the horizontal. Oh, there's another horizontal though.
Maybe I misdropped it.
I think you just had so many different setups going on, you might have just missed it. But
That's quite possible as well.
yeah, I mean I'm the king of that, so I totally would not be surprised. Man, those blues, they're asking for it. You're gonna give it to them.
They are.
There's no way this is the most efficient way to clear it, but you can't not. Every pill half would have blue on it, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Man, five by
Triple log.
5 by 3, 5 by 4, 5 by something. That was massive. Nice.
5 by 3.
Yeah. We're past my counting hour. Okay. Yeah, good plays, good plays. I mean, again, this board has not provided you with the opportunity to reduce your garbage. So, what you've managed to do so
or my
far.
drop time for that matter.
Yeah. Yeah, this center cavern or chasm is not conducive to quick play. That's good.
Plus I can set up the L's with the yellows because I'm just not getting any blue.
No, you are not. Yeah, this has been rough. Not only is it a lack of blue, but the blues that you're getting don't have another half that really make them fit anywhere.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that horizontal had been hanging around for a while. I was wondering when the yellow horizontal
I
was
was
about to
probably
come through.
reluctant to take it because it would have chopped a vertical double in half.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the time you took it, it was the most efficient clear, so.
Here we go.
There you go. That's what you like to see. Yep.
Yep, got the lightning log set up.
Yep. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
And more red, yellow, blue.
There we go.
Ooh, that's not fun.
Not even slightly. And I don't think that's what I wanted either.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, that works.
yeah, it comes out in the
What was I
wash.
thinking? Oh, of course.
Oh,
Really like the horizontal that. Okay, fat log setup.
yeah, I mean, you've got a big T on top of the fat log.
Yeah, just need. Here we are.
Okay. There it is. It's just a lot of yellow to get through.
Just in that one lone chasm in column 4 is the one thing that wasn't yellow at the time.
Mm-hmm. Nice tuck.
There we go.
Very good vision, because that's not an easy pair to see.
Oh,
At this point, I think I'd be worried about taking care of 8. There you go.
I don't think 8 is the biggest concern right now because. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Well, that was the only place you had blues outside of that couple you got over there.
Okay.
My only thought there. It's just a question of do the right setups show. Yeah, that'll work. Beautiful.
There we go. That's got it.
Beautiful. Straight down to the left.
Of course. Well, I do have a tendency to kind of set the edge of my board because I
Yeah.
don't like having to wait on columns 1 and 8.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Ooh. I mean, it's the
This
sign of somebody
is
who's gotten burned.
okay. Here we go. We're good.
Yeah.
I would like some reds though. There we go.
Ooh.
Almost didn't get it there.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to. But yeah, this is definitely. I mean, at this point, you've been playing this game for. What? We're at game 4, and we're closing in on 40 minutes just in this game plus the semifinal. Yeah, it's definitely pill fatigue.
Slamming pills down. Just get it out of there.
Yeah. Thankfully, a lot of good horizontals,
I
or
like this.
verticals, I
really like
mean.
this one.
Especially
Oh
this
yeah.
one. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this nearly put you level with Swang.
Yeah, he had me by 24 viruses going into this level, and I nearly caught him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this has nearly got you with him, and that's, whew, it's a real good level though.
Yep. Big fan.
Yep. Not quite enough, but man, oh man, that was a good way to end it. And yeah, this was closer than it could have been.
Definitely. I was proud that I brought it that close because I know how good Swang is. He's one
Yeah,
of the best.
absolutely. Oh, so GG's on that, dude. This was a good month to watch. I really appreciated, and I loved what we've seen this whole tournament. The February tournament was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
all right. Well, anything else you want to add? As we have seen most of it.
Not really. I can't really think of much anything else to add at this point.
All right. Well, I want to say again, thank you so much for sitting and talking pills with me. You were definitely one of the big influences on my game. And I think it became obvious the later we got into the night because we were just saying the same things over and over to each other. But
Yeah.
it's been fun watching how your game has grown and how the game as a whole have grown. I just really appreciate having you in tonight, and I hope all the best for you moving forward. I want to say there will not be a stream on my channel tomorrow night because I'll be traveling, and hope I will see plenty of folks over at the DrMC on this weekend. So,
Awesome.
yeah. So thanks again, Pack, and thanks to everybody hanging
Thank
out and
you.
watching. This will be on YouTube later, unless you're watching it on YouTube, in which case it's on YouTube right now.
Yep.
So until next time, we're going to call it a night. So be good, be safe, be happy. Thanks again, and we will see you soon. Have a good night.